Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Welcome to tradertv.live. We're seeing North American stock futures back to the downside ever so slightly here. We did get briefly positive after the jobs number, but back in negative territory once again for most major U.S. markets. We had a couple of major news events that happened, one late yesterday, and obviously the jobs report this morning. 1.8 or nearly 1.8 million jobs added in the U.S. last month. That was versus an expected 1.6 million. Markets across the board coming off another solid performance on Thursday. NASDAQ closing above 11,000 for the first time ever. Another record high close for the NASDAQ. President Trump signing an executive order late yesterday, signaling some more pressure on Chinese apps, both TikTok and WeChat mentioned. So if no deal is reached within 45 days, as far as the company any U.S. company purchasing the U.S. operations for TikTok, then they will both be barred in the U.S. in 45 days. So we'll touch on those coming up. 10-cent music under pressure as a result this morning. Individually as well, Uber on the move this morning after earnings aftermarket yesterday. Some of the electric vehicle makers on the move in the pre-market this morning. We'll have a look at those. Dropbox also moving after earnings, and some drug makers to talk about as well. Lots to get through on a Friday. It is indeed Friday, August 7th, 2020. TraderTV.live starts now. As a look at Asian markets from the overnight session, you can see both Chinese markets in negative territory, big time, 1.6% for both to the downside. Australia and Japan also in the red. Let's go over to Europe and see how things are shaping up so far. Bit of a mixed story here. Germany, 0.4% higher. You can see Spain offsetting that, though, and then some, 0.8% to the downside. We'll shift over to North America here and see how futures are looking. Yeah, we got basically back to break even, then right back to the downside here for the futures after that jobs report. TSX futures here in Toronto, 0.2% decline expected. Brazil's open trading lower already. Bitcoin to the downside today. We have oil trading lower today, and gold slightly higher at this point after another record for gold yesterday. Intraday record for gold prices yesterday. So we'll have a look at some gold stocks again today, guys. We have lots of earnings to get through this morning. Some drug makers on the move, as I mentioned as well. Should be an exciting Friday.
Absolutely. Blowout numbers. Even Canada with some blowout numbers there when it comes to unemployment rate. Just watching Rocket, day two, RKT, to the upside again. It's actually approaching $25. So we have a lot of movement in the market. It should be an exciting end to the week. Excited to have Valeria back. It's always good. They should give a little wave over there. But look, it should be a good one here today. I want to thank all the members that did join in. Before I even logged in, I immediately jumped on the chat here and I saw that a couple of people had joined the party here, so we really want to thank them out. I saw Jer, Gary Bombay. It's been a fantastic opportunity to be able to talk to you guys and grow this community here, and I think we're going to have an excellent Friday. Definitely leading to a good weekend, of course. Rather be trading, Sean.
Yeah, Rocket yesterday was huge for us, and those of you, thanks for all the love on Twitter there. We had Rocket yesterday and did quite well on it, just going long, pretty easy. It did break that $18 early, which kind of screwed us up, but here we go, Rocket to the upside right now, 24.75, just absolutely taking off. It stopped yesterday at 22.71 before retracing back and then taking off again, at the end of the day, but everything kind of took off there. Facebook added $46 billion yesterday in market cap. That's with a B, guys. $46 billion added in one day for Facebook, so that's getting heated, and we see Apple also at all-time highs, Brendan.
Yeah, lots to have a look at. Facebook was amazing yesterday after that announcement came out with that new service when it comes to Instagram and Reels, which is going to directly compete with TikTok. I know everyone's waiting very patiently, so we'll spare you the delay. Let's get over to the desk and say good morning to Valeria. She is back.
Guess who's back, guys? Good morning and hello, everyone. Welcome to the live trading show. I wish you a great trading day, and we are here as usual to make it only better. Guys, sign up to our daily free watch list at the link I'm sending on the chat, and subscribe to this channel to receive notifications when we are back on air. Please smash the like button, and let's get it started. Back to Brandon.
Yes, indeed. Let's get it started. We'll have a look at what is coming up a little bit later in the show. Valeria will have the link for you. Another great educational video coming your way. Best strategies for beginners. Very difficult when you're first starting out trading to be pulled in multiple different directions and try different strategies over and over and over again. So a lot of good tips in there as to how to avoid maybe getting pulled in too many different directions and focus on what you should be focusing on. Let's have a look at how things shaped up here at Day Trade the World yesterday. We'll have a look at the top 10 traders list from Thursday. Big numbers on here once again, guys. We can jump into my screen if that is possible. There we go. Mostly from Europe here once again. 30,000 coming out of these markets here. A lot of them, to be honest. More European action here, 24,000. Europe again, 23,000. Got to go all the way down to number 4 to get to NASDAQ, and number 5 as well, about 20,000. So another great day for traders here at Day Trade the World. Let's jump into what is moving around in the pre-market this morning. Not a lot of action when it comes to SPAQ, Spartan Energy, or Fisker, but worth talking about, guys. We'll start off with SPAC this morning. A big mover yesterday after the company announced that shareholders agreed on the delay in, or the extension, I guess I should say, as far as the deadline for when the company has to make a deal with Fisker. The deadline now pushed back to February 14th of 2021. So caught a lot of action on that news yesterday. We're seeing a little bit of a continuation move here today.
Yeah, what a gift that was. I mean, you get the news story there just after 11 o'clock, and, you know, it comes all the way back in, giving you essentially an entry price. We were talking about this on the show in front of that 11.75, and you pick that one up, you know, whether you hold it on overnight, you know, fair enough if you got over a dollar move there. Of course, if you're day trading, it did give you a dollar return on that trade. And now you're getting even more than that. With top yesterday's action was right in front of 13, tested and broke once. This is very light pre-market volume. SPAC's only done 300,000 shares, so not a real break of that 13 area yet. So I think we can watch out for that one today. Support is down here at about 12.35, just watching yesterday's bottom in the afternoon. So if we get a sell-off, I think that's the level you try to defend, similar to what we had at 11.75. That was such a fantastic trade towards the end of the show.
Market pulling back in a little bit here. You see this big number here off the jobs number, a big increase, 3,033.31 we started at. We went all the way up here, about 15 handles or so. Now you're fading back in here on the ES. So watch out, taking out some of these bottoms here in the market, 33.25. But yeah, no, SPAC, I mean, it's pretty good. These are some good levels down here, 12.30 or so. Let's see if the momentum comes into this name and breaks 13.
Yeah, I did notice it's a workhorse as well, guys. Was moving around in the pre-market, but no significant headlines as far as workhouse or workhorse is concerned. But another one to look at. Uber reported, as we mentioned, aftermarket yesterday. A nice look for Uber. I mean, they're still losing money, $1.02. That missed estimates by about 16 cents per share. Revenue, however, did beat expectations, and this all came from higher demand for their food delivery service. Obviously, with everyone staying at home, higher demand for food to be delivered to your door, guys.
I mean,
they're still losing money on Uber Eats.
It's still in this range too. Like, I don't know. I would have thought that this would have been something. You know, an earnings report now would have been able to get this thing away from where it is. But 34 is the top, and the bottom right here is like 31, 32. This is a daily chart, and so it's not really doing much. Nice little bottom, obviously, from March. Find me a stock that really hasn't bottomed in March there and doubled at least. But here we go, 33. You do have some kind of resistance here at $33. I don't know. I mean, it's only 600,000 shares, which is actually really light for earnings. And then here you do have a 300,000 share sell order to come at the open. So that's probably helping push this down. Also, the market's helping it go downside. So I would look for 33. There's really not much else. Yesterday, we bunched around here at $33. Yesterday, right here, didn't do much. The bottom of that move was 32.98. If you do get a little bit of a lower move, you have to break through this 32.20 area down here. But I don't know. For me, again, just wait to see what the volume does and where the traders want to push this thing on an earnings day.
Yeah, I mean, the only other level I'll give is 32.70 down here. Post-market action, you're going to see that bottom, but you also see it a couple of sessions ago, an afternoon bottom at 32.70. So I would look at that break as well. If there's any kind of it's not a dead cat bounce, it's just essentially any kind of a bounce off of this 33 level that Sean mentioned. I'd be looking to fade 34 and not this sort of 33.70 area hum. So 32.70 breakdown, 34 if it comes on any kind of an open bounce off 33.
Big pop for Biogen in the pre-market market this morning, guys. The FDA has approved the company's marketing application for its latest Alzheimer's treatment. So BIIB, another one moving to the upside today, kind of bucking the trend on the daily chart. Big move higher, though, more than 12% here as we head towards the open.
Yeah, I was just looking at Rocket Mortgage.
The volume's a bit deceiving because Biogen 300,000 share volume is actually pretty solid for Biogen in the pre-market. This is pretty good here. Ultimately, you're going to see this top at 312. Now, with Biogen, typically this is not a stock that I'm going to be overly thrilled to get into right off of the open. I'll just show you the spread here, which a second ago was 75 pennies, and off the open, you could see up towards $1. It's a little more interesting to me if we make a breakout, downside through like 305 or so, or at least a test of that level, and you can catch something at a better entry point. If you take a break of 312 off the open, you might be paying all the way up to 313 only to have it snap back against you, and then you're risking anywhere from $6 or $7 to know that you're right or wrong here. So I'd much rather see a test of 305 off the open and then try to play off of that level as opposed to looking at this breakout at 312, which you're going to pay a hefty price for if you can get it.
Yeah, like Rocket Mortgage here taking off, guys. From $24 was that nice little base. We did break VWAP early on at 812 there. 23 breaks that level. That was pretty sweet trade. Wish we had a setup like that in the middle of the day here. Taking out $25. I know we already talked about it, but here it is. 1.35 million shares to buy. So, yeah, Rocket Mortgage is definitely going to be taking off here off the open. Also some nice bids here. Lots of stuff happening. Should be a good day.
Yeah, crazy. Already 7.5 million shares for Rocket Mortgage here in the pre-market, even as the overall market, guys, continuing its march to the downside. Let's talk about Dropbox here, another earnings name from aftermarket yesterday. The report itself was actually better than expected. Maybe another case of a little bit of profit taking. The stock's up 30% on the year. Both per share numbers and revenue came in better than expected. The only kind of question mark when it came to this report was the CFO also resigned. So Dropbox, DBX, nice move to the downside here so far this morning.
Yeah, the daily chart's going to show you why this is a difficult one for me to be too excited about, except at the periphery here. You look at this sort of $24 to $20 range that it's been, and now you're post earnings right in the middle here. If it does actually test any one of those levels, it's likely to be the bottom today, maybe at that 20 even. That could be a price to defend. You're seeing pre-market action, which is absolutely dead. 150,000 shares, very, very tight move here. I think if it makes a bounce off of 20, that's going to be definitely interesting to me at some point. But you just saw in that daily chart, anytime you see a setup like that, it's going to be very, very tricky from a day trade perspective. When it breaks out of that range, yeah, definitely going to be all over. But I don't see that happening today.
What was I looking at here? 2180, 2150. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, not a great report there, down 5%. CFO leaving, that's never a good sign. 2150 was the bottom, but you have 2140 here as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm not super excited about this one.
All right, let's go to Candy Technologies. Guys, do we have that car? Let's throw up the car. There we go. What are our thoughts, first of all, guys, on Candy Technologies' electric vehicle here? It has a nice smiley face on the front of it. They announced further, we talked about this yesterday a little bit, they announced further plans for distribution into North America. So they are bringing this car and another model into the North American markets, and they're even talking now about Canada, Mexico, and Brazil, also potentials for expanding their sales into North America. So thoughts on the EV from Candy?
I think it's cute. If they allowed 3-year-olds to drive, I'm sure they'd be all over picking that. It's had a nice rebound here, and it's trying to break back out past the sort of 10.25 area if you look at the daily chart here. And I think, it has a decent shot to do that. You have yesterday's high right at this 1025 we're rebounding into. We hold that off the open. I think we get a nice chance to break back up towards what was a pre-market top. I mean, a little wick up here, and you try to ignore some of these one shots at 1070, but also look at that 1060 area. So, I'm looking at if we can hold 1025, I think we got to be taking a long position around like 1040 on the way back up, and then a break of the high with that support at yesterday's top. So it looks like it's going to be an interesting trade, probably to the long side as long as we hold that level. I'm not going to immediately dip into the short, but if we're sitting here off the open and failing through the same price range, I'm going to take a shot here, probably through 10 even, and then see if you can get a scalp into that support down here in the afternoon, 960.
Yeah, let's just do what we did yesterday. I mean, we took 30 or 40 cents on a break, so that could happen again here, 1060. If they can sell enough of these things Obviously, it doesn't cost that much to make those, I would assume. $10.60 to the upside. Candy's just been making some nice moves lately. Another 5% up today. This is the break. We had, what was it, 950 or so yesterday on a break, or maybe it was 850, I can't remember. It was one of those breaks, and then just made the moves upside, and then kind of went sideways all afternoon here. So the moves happened early in Candy. Let's look to see if it happens again.
All right, guys, a recent mover here, Plug Power, back on the list again this morning. They reported earnings, but this thing's had, what is it, 2 or 3, even 4 days in a row here to the upside, breaking above that prior high there, 1050, 1055. Earnings were decent. We had a huge move on this thing yesterday from 9 up to 11.5 almost. We're kind of in this top end of the range from yesterday, but Plug Power up again this morning, looking to take out possibly this 1140, 1150 up here.
Yeah, I mean, the level I've written down is that 1150 break. You sort of look at the daily chart, it's going to be that previous high there. And it's anytime I see an afternoon top that we're trying to threaten in the pre-market, there's a couple of plays you can make here. If it does the pre-market break, that 1025 play right here, and some people go long off of that, the first thing I'll look to see if it fails at 1150, because I think you can usually short when some of those guys get broken out, and the real breakout might actually be at 1150, which I like. So there might be a short opportunity off the open there. Otherwise, I'm not looking at 25 break. I'm looking at 1150 to the upside. If we get and hold below 1050, it turns into a short for me in Plug. So we'll see. It's not anywhere close to that right now, but we're going to have that in the back burner.
Watch out here, guys. Apple, 452.55. We bounced off there yesterday, in the pre-market here today, a couple times off that earnings report. You were right here in Apple, 452.50 or so, breaking now. Hopefully that could break to the downside. I like that short, especially if this market wants to give it up. So watch Apple through 452.50. It's going to happen before the market starts, but that's a level I'm looking at on Apple, guys.
One name, guys, that has been popular in the chat over the past couple of weeks, Vaxart, worth having a look at. VXRT, they also reported earnings. It was a bigger than expected loss, 12 cents per share, 27 cents greater than last year. So in negative territory, the loss was 4 cents per share was anticipated by most analysts, street analysts. So VXRT, another one here, guys, kind of moving to the downside after a big pop in the aftermarket yesterday. This thing ran from 9 all the way up to 1080, but we're back to this kind of 975 area here.
Yeah, I'm going to be shorting this one, a couple of ways here. Either through 950 on a possible break, or I'm just going to try and catch this one. I'm showing you the 3-minute chart here so you can see throughout the week. And I do like this 950 for a bit of a floodgate to open up with sort of a breakout to the upside. Past that price, it's the pre-market low right now. When you pop in to the 1-minute, you can sort of get an opportunity to go in front of 10 or even sort of this 1025 area. So both those opportunities I like. Only going to be shorting in VXRT today, I think. You did see that rocket ship to the upside, but coming off pretty steadily so far in the pre-market here. And I want to just play that trend till it's broken.
Just to give you guys an update here, Uber here breaking. Look, this is that level that we gave you guys, $33, and just it looks really strong. It does stop there and then revert right back to the upside. So just want to give you guys an update there that Uber looks like 33 is going to be a pretty solid level. So watch out for that to break. If it does, we'll go downside here, 32.90. 32.80 maybe even on Uber, but just watch out here. You just do get a nice little bounce off 33, which we did call as a key level pivot point here, 33 on Uber.
Yeah, big time support in the aftermarket yesterday after that report for Uber, so good luck there on that one. Zillow Group, another one, guys, that reported aftermarket yesterday. Another case of a stock being up a ton this year, maybe a little bit of profit taking here. Zillow's up 55% on the year. They reported a loss, but it was kind of in line with expectations. Revenue, again, a little bit better than expected. ZG, guys, thoughts on that one?
ZG is the wrong symbol.
It's Z over in the NASDAQ here, but it's...
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
It's got a big break. It already put a big breakout in, so you're kind of throw out any sort of price history. I think that's what you want to be watching. And then it's not super light pre-market volume, much like Biogen. 400,000 is actually pretty good here for Zillow. The strong sign is when you see post-market earnings and then consolidation above those prices is a pretty bullish sign for me here. So as we're holding above any kind of a pullback and it gets to 78, I think that's going to be an interesting price to defend. It does seem like like an 83 break's going to be in the card. The market does seem to want to be sliding back to the downside. I think that's why sort of looking for some of these sort of take profit ideas or holds at the top on a gap up. They seem like solid plays here. So 83 would be your resistance point here to the upside if you're going to be watching that. It does look like also 80 break might be good for a scalp. Zillow is very, very much like Biogen in that I don't think I want to touch this one at 930. It just feels like a trap written all over it. I just saw the spread there a second ago was 30, 40. At one point on any real shares was about 50 cents on an $80 stock. That's too much for me to get involved at 930.
Yeah, Zillow is C shares and ZG is A shares. So it's just a matter of they did a stock split and that's what happened, voting rights. So you could trade Z or ZG. So they're basically the exact same stock and they move the exact same way. So just one has 42,000 shares. That's ZG, guys.
Always trade more volume.
And then, Z is 420,000 shares. So 10 times the shares on Z. So watch out for that. Yeah, I mean, this daily chart on Zillow is monstrous. We know with the homes push there, like $20 up to 80. Wow, 4x from the bottom. Big report today. Big mover, up 13%. The only move is to go long, and I think it'll go long through 82.75 at the top. But now with this market coming down, you got to watch out for that. There's still 8 minutes to go here, so we're looking at a few different things. Rocket Mortgage now 9 million shares.
On the buy side, on Rocket, Sean?
No, sorry. The imbalance is actually down to only 500,000 shares. It was just the fact that right now Rocket's done about 9 million shares.
It just came back 60 cents. So
yeah, it broke down below this level here of $25. So watch out for Rocket here, taking out 25.25 off the open.
All right, guys, let's talk about Heat Biologics here. Another one that reported earnings. Another recent high flyer, big mover around the vaccine market. Back on watch this morning because of earnings. They reported a quarterly loss of 5 cents per share. Revenue, though, slightly better than expected. So not a lot of action in the pre-market for HTVX, but one that can get going if it wants to.
It's been very sideways for the last few sessions, and I think until we break out of this range, the last time I think we talked about it, I was basically saying the same things. If you get above 235, it's maybe a breakout, and then $2 is the other level I'm watching. Everything in the middle, maybe there's opportunities for some scalping inside there for a few pennies here or there, so that's not a horrible idea, but 2 to the downside, 235 to the upside. If you want to play in the middle, go for it.
All right, so enough is enough on this Rocket. I'm going to go log through 25 right now. It's close enough to the open. I hate doing these, and I'm going to regret doing it because we get it in here, our money in before the open. But look, if we do get this long and it does break through 25, we'll put on a decent position, and then we'll look for this 24.20 level to try to get out. If it does fade back in again, I just hope that all doesn't happen at once. If it does, then maybe we have to wait for 23.21, but we're going to take it through 25 break. Rocket probably heads well north today, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to buy a dip on Rocket. I've seen this a couple times before when you miss the initial move here, and I made a mistake this morning putting a stop order in and triggering in, and I wish I had just held on to the accident, but instead I take a cent, just immediately getting out. That's what you're supposed to do here, but I'm looking at 24, in front of 24.20 actually, so I'll probably have an order right at 9.29 or so in case we get any kind of a dip through 24. 20 to 24.25-ish. Otherwise, a break at the top is in play. The pullback buy was actually fantastic on Rocket all afternoon. Let's see if the same thing happens here.
All right, guys, let's touch on the overall market here. We'll bring in Arun and see what he was looking at as far as the futures are concerned this morning. Arun, we had that big spike on the actual number, but not as much follow through as we've seen in prior months when we get that bigger than expected number as far as the jobs report is concerned. We're right back down to almost the lows here.
Yeah, it's August now, so we're going to be working with summertime volume, unfortunately. So, I mean, even when the market looks like it's setting up for a great day, like yesterday, I had high hopes for yesterday. We didn't really get a move until the afternoon. And even then, that was kind of a slow move up. We did get some movement towards the end, but it's going to take some time. And today it looks like, we're going to be stuck in a range. Of course, if the range breaks, we're going to get a nice breakout. Of course, I'm going to set the levels at 33.50 on the top end, 33.10 on the bottom. Right now, that is sitting around 33.30, which from yesterday is the breakout point. So it makes sense why there's some buying below there, because there is some overhead from yesterday that is now acting as support. So 33.30 going down to 33.10. Of course, I'm going to be looking for some sort of buy opportunity. If it sets up between 33.40 to 33.50, I'm going to look for shorts if it sets up. And of course, the breaks on either end, you can take the break out there. But it's summertime, right? And in summertime, it's been a story this entire week now that the volume is not there. The volume is very quiet. And this was an opportunity with this number to actually get something going. And they're just rejecting the level. So how much volume comes after the open? I have very little expectation for it. Of course, I would love to be pleasantly surprised, but it might be one of those Fridays where you're just kind of sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing there, Brendan.
Great stuff. Thanks, Arun. We'll check in with Arun again on Monday. Let's have a look at Zosan Pharmaceuticals, ZSAN, another one higher this morning on positive news. They got all the way up here to almost 190. Really wanted $2. $2 on the daily chart is a big time level. Below that, kind of 175 to 180. So this is 175 and then 180 above that, which is basically the top of that wick. We've already come back a long way on ZSAN, but this thing was trading 125 to 110 yesterday, so a long way potentially to go still. ZSAN, another one, guys.
ZSAN, definitely worth adding there. There's a break. Sean, you got that one on Rocket? There we go.
Yeah, obviously, good trade there on Rocket. We already got out 80 or 20%. So there's a banger to start the day. That's how we're doing it. We'll see today already. Long 25.07 just took some out there, and we just tweeted it out as well. 25.35. If you want to follow me on Twitter, we just gave that pick right there. Charles Gasparino here. A lot of different things happening on my Twitter profile. So 6,200 followers. Try to follow me if you can at Trader TV Sean, answering tons of questions, tons of direct messages. I answered like 30 direct messages yesterday. So if anybody has any other questions for me, please just be patient and wait. I'm going to try to get to as many as we can today. But Rocket already feeling like Superman here with 3 minutes to go. 40-cent winner on board right now. And guess what? We're going to be adding to this baby as it continues to go upside right now. So, yep, oops, we did it again, guys. Have fun. Let's go.
Yeah, just watching on Uber here. I'm going to be going a break on 32.70. We already had that one level. 33 also significant. We did talk about this one. Afternoon action. You have to pay attention to the levels that get made post earnings here. So I think there's an opportunity at a 33 break. I also like 32.70 for sure. We're going to be fading into this one in front of 33.70. We got about 3 minutes until the open here. So want to be locked and loaded and ready to go. I'm going to be buying dips on Rocket with the 25 break now. I'm going to look at that secondary level 24.60 and 25. Remember SPAQ as well. We're looking at a break. 13.05 is the pre-market high. That's what I'm going to be taking to the long side there. And then, of course, we're going to be trying to defend 12.60 if we get an opportunity added. So SPAC definitely going to be in play here. Good look here. Of course, we had that executive order from Trump, which is affecting Tencent Music here. And we can look at it here in the pink sheets. I know some of you, if you have availability, TCEHY has not traded yet on the pink sheets. It's going to be open up to the downside here. It looks like at about, when I look at my level 2, looks like we're opening up at about 68. That will be significantly lower than was trading at $72. So if there is action, you might see us jumping over and watching this over on the OTC markets, guys, TCEHY, 10 cents. So that should be a good one, guys. We'll have a look at it. I can't promise we'll be trading in on it, but certainly worth a watch.
Okay, we do have. We are already in Uber here, but again, I canceled the order. We only got a small piece because I don't want in on this one before the market opens here. So we canceled that order on Uber. We're going to wait to see what does happen now on this name as it just crashes back down below. So now we're going to wait and see if we can't get some average prices in here on Uber, and then that's what we're going to do for right now is just wait a bit on Uber and give this one a little bit of room here as we continue to build a short position on Uber as it did break that 33. So right now looking good, but yeah, building into this short position right now, guys.
Yeah, just got a bit of a quick little dip on Rocket. We'll see if we can add to it. I don't want to go too deep. It's 9:29. It's that time of day here, guys. So I'm going to be fading Uber, like I said. We do finally have Valeria back, so that's fantastic. She's going to be ringing the bell. But just a quick little recap here. Already going to be buying dips on Rocket. The new pre-market, the new top here is 25.40. Could be a 50 break to the upside. SPAC looks downside right now, testing that 12.60. So the 13 break might get put on hold for the time being, but that's a level we'll be watching heavily. And Uber, I'm looking for a spike at the 33.60 to 34 to be able to get an entry short. Otherwise, 32.70 is sort of my line in the sand. Going to add some shares here on the way in on Rocket in front of 24.60 initially off this open, Sean.
Okay, Facebook trying to break new highs as well. Not right now, but if it does, 266.60 is the high on Facebook that it made yesterday. So right up here. So watch out for that level going to be breaking through. But only 20 seconds to go. Yeah, everything. So right now, Rocket long, Uber short. Let's see how this one wants to play itself out. We do like it. We like everything about this trade on Uber, but we do have an out 33.50.
Little slow there on
that gets going right now. 32.94, decent break on Uber out of the downside. Let's see what happens here. We're going to open.
There we go. Market open lower on the bar. I see one of our traders in the background there getting excited, all focused. VXRT got into the short as well, so quickly got that break on VXRT, but it's the dip buy on rocket ship. I keep calling it a rocket ship because it is a rocket ship. 24.86 is my price, immediately spiking up and giving me, this is what I talk about. We line it up, we sort of knock it out. You get that little bounce off of the previous consolidation right into the opening high, and it's an easy 40-cent win. We're going to hang on to the rest of this, see if we got here, and add to it on a break of 25.50, guys. So Rocket, I'll be a buyer on another dip. I'll be a buyer on another break, but a quick in and out for a nice little winner there, anticipating the dip buy. Seems to happen every time.
Yeah, Uber going upside as well. We're going to get punched out of this one in a minute if it breaks above 33.50 here. So that one's making that move upside on Uber. So watch out. We did average into that and got, short early. And now you're seeing what happens. And that always happens to me. So there we go. We're out a little bit of Uber. We'll hold the rest in case this is just, kind of a bullshit move here. But we'll wait to see on that one. Rocket just continues to make the moves upside. And yeah, we're hella long on this name and a good little trade there to Rocket. We just got out 50s there of our 05 longs. So a nice little 40-cent win on that one. Uber still making the move to the upside now. We don't really have a breaking spot upside because I was not really anticipating this, but I guess it's just that high wick, 33.70, guys. Watch out for that move.
Yeah, I just dipped into Uber for the first time here. First in front of 33.60. I got some of the 37s in. I'll add to that position, but VXRT shorts just came in. We got 9.92 on the short, anticipating the pop. Just got some out for a 20-cent win. We'll look to take out lower the day here. Rocket, I got 25.24s long. Brennan, what do you got for us?
Another earnings name, guys. T-Mobile, TMUS on the NASDAQ, 7% already. Huge volume here at the open. Just broke 115, straight to 116 on the move so far. Nice look for T-Mobile, guys.
It's a rocket ship to the upside, starting under 25, adding over 25 here, 25.40 to the upside. Now we're looking at 26. I mean, it is what it is. We really need to, I should have hit that rocket ship one, but we came away from Brendan, so I got to give a yeehaw action to that one, guys. Rocket stalling out here a tiny bit at 26 even, but not for long. 26.50
guys, we're
next target,
monstrous
guys.
here, guys. We are absolutely monstrous on rocket ship. We have this early, we have this often, and there it is. Put that in your pipe and smoke this. Bang! What a trade on Rocket, just ripping upside. This is why I talked about it like 40 times in the pre-market there. Rocket ship, we took it at 25, bang that out, take it at 26, bang it out again, 26.80. What a big trade here on Rocket. Nothing but love to the upside for you, Rocket Mortgage. Looks like this thing just wants to keep taking off. Don't get too greedy. We're out of a decent size already. So watch out, guys. This may fade back in.
I only got 10%
We're going to try to hold
here.
A little bit more here on Rocket Ship. So there it is, guys. Sweet win.
Yeah, I got some Uber. We talked about the fade into that one. So fade into Rocket on the way down, fade into Uber on the way up. I just like that play and what was kind of maybe going to be some sideways action. We got a couple of entry points here. I'm going to take some out on the way down. I've been sitting here very, very often in these roller coasters and not taking profit. But here goes Uber to the downside. I got 33.28 on this short, gonna hold through this level and get out in front of 32.70. That was my bottom that I liked a little better than the 33 even. I'll be breaking out to the short at that price. So gonna be shorting in front of 33.60. We're gonna be breaking down at 32.70. But so far, so good. Brendan, what do you got?
One from the pastor, guys. Bio-Nanogenomics, BNGO, right at $1. There was a monster offer sitting at $1 right at the open, so wasn't able to get through that. But positive news regarding some work they're doing in China when it comes to COVID-19. So BNGO moving, guys.
Guys, we're huge here in Uber. Let's see how far down this thing wants to go. Rocket ship, we're big as well. Come on, Uber. Unfortunately, we did take some out there at that 50 level. That was a blowout spot, but we averaged more. Now we have a decent winner on Uber. So to go today, looks like a big day. Let's see how far Uber wants to go down. I'm looking for the 70s here on Uber. We did tick down as low as 70, actually 70 even last time. So a big trade alert happening on Uber. Unfortunately, this happened to me like 5 times yesterday where we basically got top wick or bottom wick on everything. So here we go. We'll seek some revenge right now on Uber coming to the downside. We've cashed out of like 90% of our rocket ship. We're going to get this one back down below 25 to see what happens there. But Uber on the move to the downside, and your boys got this one. Another banger.
Yeah, going to get out in front of the level I talked about here. It just turned around at the bottom, 32.83. I'm not going to split hairs. 32.70, 10 cents higher. If it wants to hold that price, fine. I'm going to get out here. I'm re-entering the trade on a break of 70s. If you go back, the reason why I did mention that's the price in the aftermarket at 32.70. You can also jump quickly over to like a 3-minute or so, and then see throughout the week that's a significant price from a couple of sessions ago in the afternoon. So 32.70, I'm out in front. I'm shorting pops into about 33. Otherwise, it's breakout. I'm about to reload and rocket if we get to 25.50.
Here we go, guys. Let's keep going downside. Uber, I told you, I gave you that 77 pin there. We're taking some out at 80s right now. 35-cent winner right now on Uber. So come on, where's my 77s random spot? Bang, there it is. 77's in the building as well. I don't even know what to hit anymore, Brendan. We'll just slay you again over and over again for some reason. Here we come to the downside now. 32.60, 32.70. We're monstrous again here, guys. Line them up and knock them the hell down. See ya, Uber. Another big win here. We talked about shorting this thing. Only shorts now. We did have to take out some at the top, and we got blown out. But here we go to the bottom side now. Uber, nothing but love, and we get out of some Rocket Mortgage. That was a lot bigger for us, but we did get out on that break. What a monster win here on RKT. Bang, 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 bang. We're just lining them up and pushing them down. Big day alert here already, guys, and it's 9:36.
Yeah, heavy trading here, guys. Still actually very active in Rocket. We did have a level. Remember the pullback off the open? It was going to be that 24.60. Yeah, same level. Got to be ready for it. It just bounced off that price. I did pick some shares up in front. That's where going to be my stop is. We talked about a dip buy. We're all over that one. Also going to be shorting Uber on a pop as well. Brendan has something for us. What do you got?
Another one, guys. Penn National Gaming, 2 days in a row here to the upside. Just touched above 48, actually, for Penn. Up again today, 2 days in a row, 8.5%. I did notice that DKNG also moving in the pre-market, guys.
Yeah, Donkey Kong there. Okay, so Uber, Facebook goes all the way back to its high, and we do punch that long through on Facebook. So our average price here, 60s. Let's see what it wants to do now. Upside through. Bang! There it is again, another one. Okay, Rocket Mortgage, 45 cents in the money to the long side on a sick rebuy there at 62. That's a great one. But here goes Facebook. Holler, we had this one, and now it's straight upside. Boom! This is the winners that we have. 3 for 3 today. It's home run central, guys. Yeah, we just keep on going. Let's take some out. Where do we stop? I do not know. Uber right now, 27 cents in the money. Rocket Ship, 45 cents in the money. Facebook, $1.40 in the money. Let's go, guys. It doesn't get much better than this. Live on Trader TV Live. Boom,
yeah, you guys know Rocket's moving, guys.
Candy,
KNDI, forget about that upside break. It's all downside action in KNDI. Approaching the pre-market low here at 9.50. I'm going to be shorting in front of $10 if we get a chance. We're looking for a base of operations. That one, haven't found it. Just a quick update. We're not going to be in Candy because we're looking for any kind of a long break. It's going the other direction. Rocket, we bought that dip. We had that level multiple times on the pre-market level. Now I'm going to take profits on the way up. I'm always going to take it a little bit more shallow the second time through. Going to hang on to the core position alongside, but otherwise we'll be loading up. 24.60 is a hard stop at the bottom, guys.
Wow, I'm just realizing how annoying that is. Who actually approved that? Okay, Facebook, no one. Okay, so let's get rid of it. That's crazy. Okay, Facebook to the upside now. We continue to cash in, guys. Facebook, dollar winner, multiple dollars. 266 in, out 267.65, and still ripping to the north side. And look at Rocket Mortgage. We did it again, guys. 24.60 long, out 24.87, out some 08s. Now we have some orders to the upside on this as well. There it is, another out on Facebook. Wow, Facebook just keeps ripping. $1.20 now in the money on Facebook. 75 cents in the money on Rocket. And Uber, unfortunately, we didn't take enough out. Once again, that's a mistake. I don't know what that order is. We did not take enough out here at the bottom of Uber, so now we're stuck here short 24s. Let's see what we can do on this one. But once again, guys, it's a big chicken winner type of day for us here on Trader TV Live. Hope you're enjoying yourself. What up, B?
Another one moving here, guys. Some of the hotels, actually, multiple hotels positive so far, but MGM, nice look here, 3% straight higher, 18.20 up to 19. Just broke 19 on a volume spike for MGM, guys.
VXRT rolls back up towards that 1025, holds on the way down. We're going to get some more shorts. So again, only shorting pops in this stock. We had that as a bit of a plan here. Not necessarily breakdown trades, but you take advantage of this little pop. The first time we catch it off the opens, that's fine on the way in. The second time, I'm going to look for it only on the way upside. So I got my 10 as an average price. I think we'll add one more time, maybe if we can get something in the teens. 1025 has been my stop. I'm not moving it. I'm just going to stick with it. Uber trying to get back down below that 33 even dollar area. 33.50 has been the spot to the upside. We'll be taking it out. I'm still long a little bit of Rocket, looking for a dip to that 24.60. Otherwise, we already took some out. A bit of a shallow move there the last time. But here comes VXRT. Through 25, you can start considering the long. But I won't be till a 10.50 break.
All right, guys, and we're cashing out of our Facebook right now as well, as that one just keeps making dreams and money here on the show. Facebook, we gave you that one. Unfortunately, I wanted to play the break of the all-time high, and that allowed us to get in right here on that break, and then it rips up to 268 and change. Facebook has more damage to go upside now for sure, but this would have been a much better play. I mean, this is just a rocket ship to the upside here. Facebook, everyone loving this name, and it just keeps on going. Rocket Mortgage, this has been my biggest stock of the day. Well, actually, it'll probably be Facebook, but RKT ripping now, or sorry, coming back down. But we've already cashed out of all of this. We have a very, very small spot here. Rocket, nice little move there, but now fading back in. What up?
Another one we were looking at earlier in the week, guys, apps, APPS, ho-hum, another, 9% for apps. This thing was $12 last week. So yeah, we're at almost 23.5 for APPS. Still very strong, guys.
Yeah, I just want a quick note here. A stock it's up, but back to the downside now. BNGO up 15%. It's a sort of a gap retracement play. Turned back into penny stock status. Tried to break $1 and failed. You know I gotta like that. Just worth noting. Sort of if you look at level 2 here, for those of you trading in this, it might matter if you want to be adding liquidity and saving yourself on some fees here. ARC actually has some really competitive changes that they've made through their fee structure. So I might be using a little bit more of that. You see those as P prints that come off here, and a lot of liquidity. You want to make sure that you can both, manage fees, but also line up bigger share size if you're going to be trading in a penny stock. I'm going to defend $1 even on any kind of a pop, but it just broke through 92, 93 area. So consolidation here might get you another entry point as well. But BNGO definitely firmly on our radar, guys.
And bang, we take it again. Air horn alert again on Facebook. A nice little reload back through 266.50 there for that reload. So yes, another winner here. Going upside, we've averaged into this trade. Let's see how far Facebook does want to go, guys. We also could take a 267 break if that does happen. Rocket Mortgage, we got out of a little bit there. Now we're holding the last piece. But guys, yeah, thank you for all the love here on the chat. It's been obviously a big day for us here, and we'll continue to throw it down for you and give you a couple flosses off for that as you go. But we're going to wait to see now if Facebook wants to get it back above this 267. If it does, let's take this thing for a ride again. See if we get to 267.50x here. Let's go, Facebook.
Yeah, every single pop has been just dead on off of this 24 sort of 60 level. We did get 73 the last time. Just took some out at 25.20. So it's getting more and more shallow. You're seeing some consolidation up here on Rocket. It's trying to bust through. I think really that 25.50 to 26 area. Let's let it take out 26 and then start thinking about buying higher. Outside of that, I'm starting to think about reversing to the short side. I'm gonna have to pay for that. I didn't even look at the price of shorts today because I wasn't looking for a short. But at this point, 24.60 might be a quick little scalp there if you can get it. That's still a long for me, no matter what, as long as it doesn't break. I do want to quickly jump back to MARA because this was in play yesterday. And if my charts will load, it's coming back in a little bit here, down 11%. I'm looking to see if we can sell any kind of a buy back into about 465, 470. It could be a potential try to fill in the gap if it takes out 475. But below there, looks like Mara coming back in rather heavily. It's been a nice stock last few days. The party might be over for the long.
Guys, follow me here on Twitter. We just posted our Facebook. If you want to find out what we're doing, let's go. Doubled up dip and crushed it right here on Facebook. It comes back in right to that same level that we like. We crushed it there. You don't see it, but we do go long 267 as well there on Facebook. So yeah, lots of damage being done right here by yours truly at Trader TV, Sean, if you want the goods. What's up, Brandon?
A little bit of M&A action on a Friday, guys. Mill Road Capital offering $275 per share in cash for Huddig. If anyone's watching this, what is it, HBP? HBP on the NASDAQ up 50% here. This is potentially a buyout. Mill Road Capital offering $275. Nothing accepted yet, but it's a cash offer, guys.
Yeah, we do like cash offers, but again, you want to see deals that are actually done, typically speaking. I just want to give a quick update on Uber. I did just take some shares out. We did a short a pop here, 33.20s, got some at 30s. I'm getting some out in front of 33, and then we're going to take some out all the way down, just like last time, on the way to 32.70. So update, I'm still in a short position. Got 33.17 as an average price in Uber. You guys can see that down below. And then I have a little bit of that rocket left, and I don't want to get too far away from that stock. One name that we didn't get to, and I want to try to cover some of these movers, because True up 30%, about to try to take out this little bottom here at about 550. So watch out for this name. Done 4 million shares here in the pre-market, but it's starting to come back in. This could be a short below 550 as well. But yeah, there goes Uber. 32.93. I should take some more profit out down here in front of that 32.70 price that we like.
Yeah, okay. 264.97, 264.80 or so here on Uber or Facebook. We're just going to see how much room we can give this one. Yeah, Uber's been, we were short. Uber's been a big stock for us today. We called that short, and yeah, it's been paying off for sure. Let's wait to see, what is this level? 32.87 maybe could be a nice little breaking spot for Uber if to get more. We're flat on it right now. We will wait to see about taking some more here on Uber. Maybe even has to break 32.75, which is this low down here. Let's get some more if it breaks through 32.75. And you know, because we're here, we'll hit some big sticks and some catapults here, hopefully for Uber. So we need it to go down though. 32.75, that can easily come in for Uber. So we'll play that. We're holding 10% of Facebook down here to 265. Looks like that'll get cracked right now. So big wins here, no doubt about that. Up, you know, multiple dollars, 266.50, out 267.80 and whatnot. So let's take some out if it comes back and then hold a little bit more. But right now, Facebook giving us, once again, guys, the trading cup early right now, 946. Let's see if we can hold on to that and get some more winners for you, as Twilio down 3%, Norwegian down 3.5%. Here comes Facebook ripping back to the upside.
The sell on Zillow was the pullback. I talked about this one and why not. I didn't want to take it to the long side off of the open just because the profit taking came in. Now we're back up towards that 82. So firmly in play again is that 82.70 to 83 area. For me, if I see a stock try to sell off like that and then come back up and retest the resistance, I'm going to take a shot to the short side here. So Brendan, you got something for us, but I'm going to go short side right now if I can in Zillow, around 81.50. What do you got, bud?
Another one, guys, with earnings. One from the bio or biochem group, CEMI. Back to the upside, though. Reported earnings aftermarket yesterday, not good. Just broke 5, though, on decent volume. So a little bit relatively strong if you're watching CEMI, guys.
CEMI, okay. Yeah, Uber looks like it's good. I thought it made its way down there to 80. I thought we were going to get to that ominous 75 level that I am waiting for. So we'll wait to see if that does come in. So that's Uber. We will take that on the break there. Facebook back to life a little bit and making a move to the upside once again. But we did cash out a little bit of Uber there for flat. Now we hold 5%, or not Uber, sorry, Facebook. Now we hold 5% on this move just to see what happens. And Rocket Mortgage, bang! That's been a big one for us today. Chicken dinner winners everywhere on Rocket. Like in here, out, in again, out, in there, out. I'm going to tweet this one away. Very proud of this chart, and I hope that you guys were able to get this with us today. Rocket and Facebook are actually neck and neck, like dollar amounts away from being tied for my highest stock today. So watch out for those names as we go upside. Rocket Mortgage, I'll be back on you, baby. Maybe another $26 break there. But there goes Facebook. More upside surprises here. Wow, what a day this has been for us as we hit the cowbells. I hope you guys are able to celebrate this as well. We're perfect so far today. Facebook, Rocket, and Uber, good trading. Let's see what happens now as these continue to make moves to the upside.
Yeah, Rocket's to be number one for me. That 25.50 still continuing to hold. Just took that 24.73 long out at 40, so we'll catch another 70-cent win there. I do want to quickly update PLUG. We're going to get to Brendan in just a quick second. Plug took the top off here. I did get triggered into a 1153 to the long side. I like it in front of quarters. That, of course, is a pre-market break. So if it dips back down, we'll be able to get a bit of a buy the dip opportunity there. Brendan has something for us. What do you got there?
One from earlier in the week, guys. Twilio just popping up on a volume scanner here as we broke through 250. So back above 250, actually held there on that retest as well. So nice look. We are down on the day for Twilio, but a little bit of volume coming into TWLO, guys.
And we'll hit the air horn again because, guys, Facebook, I mean, I don't know what else I can do. I mean, other than just give you guys these levels. I talked about Rocket like crazy in the pre-market, and then I also talk about Facebook like crazy in the pre-market. So if there's anything, you should, maybe next time we'll take it together. I have Facebook long here, 2660, still ripping upside. Big time trade alert. You guys can see it on the board now. Facebook's just been absolutely destroyed. $1.01 now in the money. $1.10 in the money. $1.20 in the money now. Facebook just keeps on going, guys. We reloaded twice, and there it is. We get the bangers on Facebook, guys. Good idea to start the day. Going long, breaking through all-time highs of Facebook. 266.50. We love it so much, we take it twice. Let's go. $1.80 in the money. Let's go.
Yeah, also looking at a SPAC, hard bottom of 1250, so good look here. We're looking for it to make a bottom first. We still like the break at 13, and we're going to have that through 1305 if we can ever get it. We need this one to catch above VWAP at 12 to 80 for me to be too involved in the long side trade. I do want to get back over to Uber. I do have a few shares left here at 33.30, but it's starting to come back up after, this 32.90 area really held pretty nicely. I'm going to move my stop from this 33.50, at least on these shares anyways, down to about 33.30 with this little top end here, and then reevaluate if we ever get up to that 50 price. I still think it's a good short here. If we can consolidate some more, we'll probably jump into it. 32.90 would be the next break to the downside, and Rocket coming back down to 24.60. Got to get that level. Brendan, what do you got?
Just watching some of the Chinese companies here, guys, on the Trump news, obviously from late yesterday. BOVESPA here down 4%, kind of consolidating at the lows. 255 holding as support right now. Also, JD.com looking to break lows right now, also 3% to the downside. So weakness when it comes to some of the Chinese companies, guys.
All right, yeah, we're still holding on to Facebook and looking for some more names for you guys. I know we were looking at Uber earlier as well. Let's see what that's been doing. 33.18 right now, back up to VWAP. A possible spot here to reload. I don't know if I'm going to now. I've already hit that Uber, and now we'll wait to see, but it could be going upside right now. 33.50 break looks pretty good here on Uber. That's that level there. It doesn't look like it wants to head downside, so let's wait for this little breaking spot where we tried it. Well, that's where we got stopped out after averaging in, but let's wait to see here. 33.50 on a break upside there. Nice little 80-cent win to go right now on Facebook. And then, like Neil, we're waiting. I think you're already averaged in, but
I'm out of Rocket here, guys. Unfortunately, that 24.60 level just got taken out. So I just want to quickly update. Gonna look to see if there is an opportunity to go short. I'm not there yet. But now that we've broken that level, I have to at least consider, it was only going one direction, we might reconsider if we can hold below that 24.60 price.
Okay, yeah, we're only going one direction as well. We're trying to go through $26 here on Rocket, and if we get that, then yeah, we'll be there. Don't worry. Do we need to pay for shorts for Rocket?
I do believe we're going to have to see
Greg,
what the price is.
if we need it, hook me up with some Rocket, my friend. We'll get some Rocket fuel on that trade, and then hopefully give you guys some winners. Okay, let's look for KNDI. Again, we're completely out of Rocket, so I'll message Greg and see if I can get some shares there. Candy, yeah, we were looking for an upside in this one. Come on, KNDY, it's not NY. It's NQ. Again, I like the 1060 break. That happened early on at 822, and then we came back in and then faded out through 1045. So that's not a horrible spot, but right now, KNDY, Candy Electronics, or EV cars here, looking to go higher, but it still needs to crack some levels. So I'm not super excited about KNDI, but I always am excited to hear what Brendan has to say.
More from the earnings list, guys. First Solar here, impressive move today. 20% for FSLR, 68 in the pre-market. We're at 78 now for FSLR, so earnings better than expected for First Solar, guys.
Yeah, definitely another stock to be on watch here. I just want to also go to MARA continuing to slide to the downside. It did not, it tried to test through on when it broke that 450. We tried to test this little low that we had on the volume spike 435. Hasn't broken it yet. I was looking for a fade into the 70s, as I mentioned, so it means I'm not shorting at 460, guys, unfortunately. If I had got that, I indicated short, but I didn't take it. I think we like a 435 break still. We'll have that one in MARA. you got to keep in mind it's short sell restricted, down 13%, so you can't really hit that bid without an uptick. I do want to get back over to plug. This was one of those breakout at 1150, buy the dip kind of opportunities. I did mention it. I know sometimes small caps move a little slower. Structured trade, buy, leave some room to be able to pick some up on the dip. It's now headed towards that 11.75 price. We'll get some out. Next level after that will be 12 even, obviously, guys. So a nice little trade plug long, 11.48. We'll see if we can get some out on the way to 75, then 12 even.
And guys, there it is, guys. We hit the bullseye once again on Facebook. And ho-hum, $1.70 win. We hold the rest for the highest spot on the day. So to say that we're making some cash today, yeah, we'll throw it around right there. Follow me on Twitter, guys. We tweeted this one out early for you guys, how much we liked Facebook when it was up obviously down here at 266. Now you're breaking day's high. More upside surprise here on Twitter. Rocket, we had that early. At Trader TV, Sean Brennan and Neil, what's up?
TikTok, no problem, I guess, for Facebook moving higher again today. Guys, another one, FedEx, little lightly traded as far as volume goes today, only about 500,000, but a couple of upgrades for FedEx today. So a nice look here, already from 172 up to 177, almost 3%, guys. Yeah,
do you think FedEx? Continue to get some more shares out there, and we'll slay this little dragon on plug. Look, it's up 8%. See how far it can continue, but you got to take profit on the way up when you catch a break like that. Great reload down here below 1140. Zillow still holding right around that 82 range. My price just below that, 81.60. High of day, 82.70. That's going to be that hard stop. If I get out of that short before 82.70, I will drop down for you guys. You got to be able to give it to that level. I just want to quickly go back to Rocket. It is now trying to consolidate lower than this 24.50. Wow. A 24 even break could be a nice little short for a scalp trade. I might be in and out of that one pretty quickly if we can get. We now have pay for shorts here, so we can make the trade.
Guys, I mean, Facebook is just going nuts now. 26, I mean, I wish we would have held the majority of those, obviously, as this is heading to the upside, but Facebook easily takes out my number one spot there off of Rocket Mortgage, as this one just keeps falling back down again. I don't have the shorts, so nothing I can do, but that was an easy one there off of this level break, 24.22. Tried to go short there. That's when we realized we didn't have them, so now we'll wait to see when we can get them back. But Rocket Mortgage making the moves to the downside. And yeah, we missed it. We'll wait to see now where we can get longer. VWAP's all the way back to 25, so that could be a spot to look at as well. So we will take a look at Rocket.
I like 24.60 still. If it was going to be a level to the downside, well, a support level to the downside, I think maybe it's going to be something to the upside. Wow. I just watched Uber, unfortunately, try to roll over at that same 33.30. Remember, I've moved my stop at this point, so the shares I have left are exactly at 33.30, so it's a break even. If it goes above that price, I think it's going to give me a shot at a better entry point to that short at 33.60. So I will be back into Uber, even if I get out of stopped out of my last 10% here at 33.30. It was a big buyer down at 32.90. I can't ignore that. That's all we got out of all these shares down here.
Okay, guys, we are also rocking and rolling. I was waiting for Uber to get upside there on 33.45 or so. So if that can happen, then we will be taking Uber to the long side. So we're going to wait for that. We also do have 32.75. None of those targets hit for us, so we don't have to worry for that yet. But we're just in the middle now, stuck in the middle between Uber and a few other trades. So we're going to wait on that one as it's coming through. Uber 33.50, maybe even 33.40. We could probably adjust that a little bit better to the long side now, but I am so happy. Facebook's at 270, guys. Wow. Talking about face slap there. Yes, Facebook, big time mover, big time runner to the upside now as that one just continues to make dreams happen there. We talked about that. Wow, breaking through 270. Look, I'm a huge Facebook shareholder, so this is a good one. Not huge, but a nice position for sure. Up to 270. Maybe we have to sell some of this one. Hey, Miss V, we missed you yesterday, but it's very nice to get a little coffee refill there. Get out of my way. No, it's joking. 270, 50, 277. Wow, Facebook just keeps on ripping. Man, did we miss this boat. Thank God we had it, so there's that. But we did miss the opportunity as now, holy crow, 270. Brendan, I guess there's no news on this. We've talked about Facebook in depth and what Reels meant. I told you that TikTok would have been a huge win for Microsoft, but Facebook introducing Reels and adding yesterday 46 billion to their market cap. It looks like another 20 billion at least right now being added. So Facebook for the win, and your boy gave that to you big time, 271 and change. I hope you guys had that. I'm going to hit all the animations here because this was one that I pounded the table on. We talked all about Facebook, and here it goes straight to the upside. Glad to have this run with you guys. That's why you need to become members and join up with us here at Trader TV Live. Nothing but money.
We've already hit VXRT twice here for the short side trade. It did bounce off the pre-market low, so this is why I'm not taking that little break. Doesn't break that 950. I will short any pop I can get. Plug back. It's actually 10 cents in the money. We already took 15 cents off there. Reverse to the long side. High of day Zillow. So I will flush the short down the toilet on that one, but we stuck to our plan there, and we like the long break on Zillow. I'm trading in Zed, of course. It's just doing more volume. It doesn't really matter which class of shares you want to trade. I always pick which is doing more volume. That's why. I'm going to short a pop here in VXRT to 990. Otherwise, still waiting for an 850 break to the downside, guys. Plug, long, Zillow, long. That's all we got on right now.
Daryl, thank you so much. Dustin Miller for that $2 or done early today. You're welcome, man. I mean, I hope you're able to make that money. Obviously, you're done early, so good job on that one, guys. All nothing but winners here today. So hopefully you're enjoying the show. We continue to do that, man. We had 3 negative days in July, 4 negative days. The last day of July was negative as well. So we're trying to extend some of these streaks as we go. Uber right now, just chilling out. I do expect a break, obviously, one way or the other, but right now it's not doing much. Uber or Facebook does bounce off 271. Actually, 272 almost. Wow, 271.65 there. You have some resistance at 271.70 off that. That's where that level is. Quite frankly, 271.70. Let's take a little bit of a long again if it can get back up there. I don't know if we're like counting our. We're counting our blessings a little bit too much here with Uber or with Facebook, trying the long again. But hey, man, it's been nothing but success on this side of the board. So let's just keep it going. We still raise the trophy here today, and we'll wait to see if Rocket can't give us another trade, guys.
It's already 10 o'clock. Got that reload of coffee, of course. We're going to be going to Brendan in a second, but just watching Penn Gaming here, a big ramp up right at 9:30, 10% move to the upside. Trying to hold VWAP here and 47.40 as a key price. I think it's going to be worth a shot here. You maybe give it to 47.25, 47 even. If we hold this, I really do think it's a good shot that Penn tries to take out that 49 high here. Very, very strong move to the upside on Penn. I'll be all over this one. See if we can get in actually right now. 47.25 is going to be the out, but I want a price of an average right around this little VWAP if I can get it.
All right, whenever we're ready, I haven't heard in my ear yet, but when we're ready for Brendan, let's throw it over to Brendan at the big screen.
Hey guys, 10 o'clock. Let's have a look at North American markets back to the downside. Ever so slightly, we are in negative territory, but a little bit off the lows from the pre-market. You can see S&P just 0.1% now in negative territory. The Dow about 0.3% to the downside. The NASDAQ, kind of struggling as well. We did briefly get positive there right at the open, but back to the downside for tech stocks. The Russell in positive territory ever so slightly. Here in Toronto, the TSX 0.3%. Brazil 0.8% to the downside. They had 3 days in a row to the upside, so a little bit of a pullback. RBA, Richie Bros here in Toronto, they reported earnings. Nice look for them, a little bit thinly traded, but 64 up to 71.5. Relative volume through the roof this morning on RBA. Ballard Power, another one catching an upgrade today. This is also dual listed in the U.S., but big time volume behind this move. $20 up to above 21, just breaking day high. 6.5% for Ballard Power already. A little bit of weakness in the cannabis space today. Canopy here, CGC down in the U.S., down 1.3%, was trying to break that low early on, but couldn't. So consolidation here, decent volume behind that move to the downside today. They were strong yesterday, but cannabis showing some weakness, guys. Back over to you.
Been looking for a place to buy back into some plug. This little dip, we're going to take some shares on PLUG here. 1140 or so, just in front of VWAP. We've basically been long on a couple of breakdowns, I suppose. Took some out in front of high a day. I'll definitely do that again if I can get some price action in 1160 to 1165 range on plug. Still looking for it to take the top off, of course, and maybe you want to take that break at 1070. I've been preferring to dip buy on PLUG. I'm going to continue with that trend. As long as it's still above VWAP, we'll try to play that to the upside. The entire way here. Did get into Penn Gaming. Just in this, you have consolidation down here around that 47. I got 47.82 as my average entry price in front of VWAP, in front of that 47 and a quarter there. So first trade over in Penn, looking pretty strong. I will take profit if it breaks 48 all the way up to that 49, and then look for a secondary push through the high of the day.
2480 here on Rocket is going to be a go. So we're going to wait to see if that can break through. 2480 now on Rocket Mortgage, which is my number one. Well, actually, my bad. Facebook, my number one stock. Facebook fading off that 272 there, 271.70. Could have been a reload there at 270, but Facebook remains super strong as the market trying to get back to positive off that jobs number. We did see what that did early. Jobs number comes out, bang it upside, then fades right back down. Now we're trying to retake that high again. So watch out for the S&P 500 coming through right now, but that's that play. We'll wait to see on that. Roku up 3 and a bit percent as well today. There goes Facebook again. Will it take this out? 271.70. We'll try it if it does go. We talked about trying that, and we're going to see if that one wants to come through. But that's Facebook at 2770 right now. He's got to cancel some orders there. We did have Uber bouncing around as well. Uber downside right now. It does not take out that high of 33.50. We were waiting for that. Now it's just bouncing around. So we're going to have to regroup on this one. It goes right down to 75. We don't get in. We were waiting for 75. So let's see if that one comes through at all. That's 75 here on Uber. We're going to give that one a little bit of a look. If that comes through, that'll be my next big trade.
Yeah, I got psyched out on that sort of last 10% on Uber. I thought if it took 30, we'd get a shot at that 33.50 area. That's a price I liked as well, Sean. But for now, I'm going to be flat on Uber and just waiting for the periphery. I don't know if I like the inside. Maybe in front of 33.50, we can short it again and wait for the breakdown of that bottom. I just got some more shares in Penn, but also Plug. We're going to work in and out of this one. Anytime I'm buying dips, you got to be afraid. You got to be worried or at least concerned that you could be putting in a lower high here. So make sure you're taking some profit. When it pops up, if $11 stock gives you 10, 15 cents, we're going to continue to take that on half every single time, as long as it gives me these little dip buy opportunities. And if it breaks the high, I'll still have shares on board. But it also reduces the amount of hit that you're going to take if it does fail to get to that high of day and then break down below VWAP. So I'm going to continue to rinse and repeat on Plug. It's been a good one. We'll keep lining that one up and knocking it down here on PLUG. Penn, of course, still trying to hold VWAP here. It's given the consolidation, but you got to have a stop. Mine is 47 and a quarter. I never put a stop order down to VWAP. I don't like the actual exact price. It seems like a sucker's bet to me. Brendan, what do you got?
Just looking at this conduit, CNDT. Unfortunately, we had no locates on this, but just wanted to confirm. Yeah, 187 times relative volume on this thing today. It's already done 31 million shares, guys. Just breaking highs here once again on monster volume. All I see is earnings. They reported an expected or unexpected profit versus an expected loss. So big time move here, 100% for CNDT, guys.
We don't have.
Okay, yeah, I did see that actually showing up on my little radar there. What is Alibaba doing? Alibaba heading southbound here in a hurry, down 3 and a bit percent. Again, no surprise there. We know all the talk, all the rhetoric about China right now. So Alibaba continues to make some moves downside, down that 4%. Watch out, 256 coming in on Alibaba, a possible spot there for anybody looking to do some damage there on Alibaba. So good little move there. Downside on Alibaba, I would like to get this into the 240 range to buy it myself. So this is a good move for anybody looking to invest, I think, in Alibaba as it's coming to the downside right now. Everything else is kind of just, I'm waiting, guys. I'm trying to be patient. We have the money in the bank right now today, so we're trying to make some right plays, trying to make the right moves. We're going to wait for this to break here, 32.75. We've been pounding the pavement on that one for a while there on Uber, so we're going to wait on that and see if it does come into play. It looks like it is making that move right now to the upside, to the downside. And there's Facebook. We did not take that through 272. I just think it's so heated, man. We saw what happened yesterday, and it's happening again today. So we'll take a little bit of a break here on Facebook and let that settle down. I'm not going to trade that anymore today, I don't think. It's been a monster day, my number one stock.
Yeah, I'm going to be sick about Mara here, and I was pounding the table on this one this morning a couple of times, and I think we had some shorts on this one yesterday, and I was definitely shorting it, but today, when it did break the bottom, I couldn't get it, of course, and shout out to Brent, sort of Brent Harden there. One of the reasons why you might want to become a member is, like, look at the community we have. So he's catching this trade, covering some on Mara. We've been talking about the reversal in this one all morning long, down 17%. So hit that join the community, be a part of the action here. But I'm shouting you out there. Fantastic job on that trade. Here comes 420, where that would have been my target to get some out, but I ain't got it, guys, so it is what it is. I do want to jump quickly over to Penn. I do have a losing stock today, and it's going to be you, Penn. It's not a big hit. It's a nice structured trade here, seeing if we can hold VWAP and test that little top. I don't want to be short, but if it breaks 47 and gives you consolidation, there might be a bit of a gap fill in the event that the market is going to sell off. I've been looking for a place to get back into rocket ship. I haven't seen it yet, but I can tell you I am nearly flat on plug. This is now moving into the number 2 stock for me on the day. If it breaks through the high, it's very likely to be number 1. That's 1270. But at this point, it's either buying the dip again or the breakout through 1170. You've taken the profit off on this little dip buy. That's going to be my structure every single time. Unless it comes back down to VWAP, I'm not going to add unless it breaks that, or 1170 through the top and waiting for that all morning long plug. Been a good one so far. Just I wouldn't play inside the range. Wait for the move to the downside of VWAP or the break of the top.
Guys, hide your wife and hide your kids. Look at this one go. There goes Facebook. Nothing but love for that trade to the upside. We've been tweeting that out all day here about Facebook. Yeah, buddy, I don't know what this is. Some guy getting slapped there. I think obviously it's from some movie. This is not from Office Space, is it? I don't know, but here we go. The guy has a little Facebook. Obviously, it's not a Facebook endorsement here, but I like Facebook. More about Instagram, I think, and Reels, right? Not really about the Facebook love per se right now, but we are heading to the north side here again, adding another 3% today off of that move yesterday. That's why I'm not really loving this. Can't believe that is still going. We did hit this at 266, $8 move there for anybody trading Facebook. And I hope it's you out there who's trading it, because you would only be long this name if you did listen to us anyways. Uber now making that move, still hovering around doing absolutely nothing. Let's see what we can do with Uber. What's up, B?
Another one from the earnings list, guys. Net, a couple of upgrades on this one as well. Price target increases. You can see the price action aftermarket yesterday to the downside. So big time reversal here. We're coming up to 45. This is all-time high territory for Cloudflare, guys.
Yeah, definitely. We were looking at net yesterday, too, and I just want to give a quick update here on Zillow. Of course, it was that reversal through the high of the day. We talked about 8270 here. Actually able to get a couple of entries on a dip buy, also the breakout potential trade. So we're going to make some of it back, not all the way, because I only took half out there at 83.50. So you cash an 85-cent win, but we lost about that on the entire load of shares short. So we're only halfway back on Zillow. If we can sustain this move, hold the 82 area, and it's going to be an area stop here because, look, if you look at the level 2, you're going to see some spread here, 20, 30 cents at a time, a hard stop at an even dollar price. Tricky way to trade a stock like this, so I'm not going to go with that. I'll watch it. I have it up on a level 2. If it breaks down below, we can take it out. But looks like the trend to the upside is on. There's no levels up here. Why? Because Zillow is an absolute rocket ship. Let's see if we can get to 85.
Okay, we're just waiting around here to see what we can do also on some of these names. I'm re-looking at Uber. I still like that spot. It's bounced off there a couple times. Doesn't mean I like it even more. It just means that that is going to be a spot to go for us on that one. I did want to check out CCL here as well. I know a lot of people are trading Carnival Cruise, Norwegian Cruise Lines, anything that moves. Basically, we can hit up and begin to trade it. But CCL today, yeah, no go for me. Not doing anything on that front. Disney coming back in a little bit here. Rocket making moves now downside here. So RKT, we haven't been involved in that yet since the moves downside, but we will wait to see how far this can go. I did tell you earlier about this 22 area. That's all the way down here, but we do have a gap to fill. We could go 23, 25 downside, but shorting IPOs has not been a very profitable strategy over the last little while. So I think we'll hold off a little bit here on RKT. I still like through 24.50, but I'm going to cancel that order because it does have to get back going. I'd rather take it not on like a fluke rip up. I'd like to see some consolidation again and then a break. So 24.65 upside here on Rocket Mortgage. That's what we're going to be waiting for. And we're also waiting for Uber to come back to the downside as well. And any other names that we're not talking about here. SRNE, okay, I see there. And look, guys, membership time, you can see here, N4RMT. You ask it, you're a member. So we're going to go look right now, SRNE, and see what happens. SRNE, have a quick look for you on that one. This was my only losing stock a couple days ago. Doesn't mean that we won't be back here trading it, but SRNE here on a 1 minute. Nah, sorry, N4RMT, not doing much for me right now. What up, B?
Hey guys, yeah, let's see if we can get you a few more symbols to have a look at. Upgrades on this side, downgrades on that side. Not a heck of a lot as far as excitement on this side of the board today. We did talk about Cloudflare. We'll have a look at that. Couple of analyst moves, both higher and lower for net today. But on this side, this one, the only real mover today that I've seen. I'll show you this one, Carvana. A couple of downgrades, Illumina as well. A little bit thinly traded, but worth a look on the downgrade side. Here we go. Net, yeah, Cloudflare we talked about. Touching 45 there, bit of a pullback, but multiple analyst moves on this one. Price target increases included, even with this downward selling pressure aftermarket after the report yesterday. It's worth noting we did kind of end the session here in the aftermarket yesterday, pretty close to where we started today. So have a look at net. Carvana working its way back to the downside, 4%. Huge, just monster move yesterday to the upside following the report, but downgraded today. 220, the resistance up here. Watch 210 on the bottom side for CVNA. Guys, back to you.
Definitely a good look on that one. I want to quickly jump. I was going to talk about CLSK in a second, but I just watched on Zillow a monster order there at 84, and I got to get this one up on level 2 for you guys here. So it's going to be big size, relatively speaking. It was about 30,000 shares, chewing through it right now. Now, I've already taken my profit off in front of this price, so I don't really have an issue holding through. If we break that, I'm going to use that momentum, see if we can get out in front of 85. That's a target for the second half of that Zillow trade. But if you're in this one and haven't taken profit, just worth noting, big size. It's chewing through it, a third of the way through that order at 84. It's a bit of a rocket ship to the upside. What an unbelievable dip by that was at 76. I didn't have a level to the downside to play, but a fantastic shot if you did get it. I have almost everything out in plug, and I have basically what I'm going to call flawless victory on plug when it comes to buying breaks and then buying those dips. I just got out almost everything here on a failed push through 1175. It touched 75, tried to turn around on me, got some out there at 72s, so we're going to take those. I still have a few shares left, but very, very small, only 10% of this position. If it breaks through 75, we can always go more long through that price. But watch out Zillow an 84 break. I think we'll get that $2 very quickly once that price goes.
Oopsies. Okay, yeah, just making some trades here. I made a little bit of a keystroke error there. We're going to cancel that out. We're just waiting here. I was still looking at Uber. I'm looking for more names here, guys. PENN, Neil was on that one earlier. And $48 right now for Penn. So on the 1 minute chart, it is making moves to the upside. I heard something in my ear. I'm going to throw it to somebody. So take it away.
Thank you, Sean, and hello, trading family. Welcome all the new members. Guys, thank you very much for support. It means everything to us. And guys, all we do for free. And if you find us helpful, you can support us also. You can find join button on our homepage next to subscribe. And do you know what also you can find? Thumbs up button. Guys, please smash the like button. It's the great end of the week and make us happy for the weekend. So we come with new energy on Monday. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and join our membership. Back to traders.
There you go. Thank you, Valeria. We just got a thank you very much. I think it was Aaron Smith there, the super chat. You want to know about Disney? It's trying to claw its way back to positive. I mean, you talk about the recovery names here. We've been looking at a few of them. I don't know that we mentioned Disney this week. Very similar to a lot of the charts I'm seeing here. You got that dip buy opportunity, but I want to go quickly to the higher time frame because what's trying to happen here is a breakout after this 128 level. And I think that's why there's significance buying those types of dips in front of this 128 on the way back in. Now you're looking for a potential break through the top here at 131. That's what I'm going to be watching. I'm not shorting Disney today. This would normally, if I was bearish on a setup, on a stock, I would definitely be looking at this, positive to negative, negative to positive story, 131. I'd be selling in front of it with a reversal to the long side, but I don't want the short in Disney today, guys. So I'm only looking at potential 131 break or buying dips in front of 128. And while I was doing that, Zillow took us out there, guys, so we do get it back, fortunately. So I'll go with, I don't know, hot dog action because I haven't used it today, and I'm having, hopefully, some hot dogs tonight because you need some sauerkraut, some onions, whatever you do put on those bad boys. $2 winner there. Now, keep in mind, this was a reversal. We liked, I'm going to take the shot. Shorting, profit taking, I'll take the shot short in front of 82.75. I did give it to the high of day. Then we broke to the long side, added on a dip buy as well. We got $2 on the second hat there. So we've made our money back. We're going to end up very close to flat on this stock, unfortunately, in Zillow. But if I see a setup that I like, I got to take it. You end up losing there, but you make some of that money back if you have a good level where you can pivot to that long trade. You'll see us do this time and time again as day traders. Has to be in your toolbox to be able to say, hey, look, that initial sell was a psych out. So either it's going to be good the first time, fair enough, but you can't fight price action. You just got to go with the trend sometimes. Here we go, Zillow. Can't stop it.
Yeah, guys, and Disney was destroyed. I think the biggest trade of the week here today, or not today, it was August 5th off earnings, guys. Of course, that was 2 days ago. So Disney, we went long 125, destroyed it up here. We put this on our Facebook page. So you guys want to watch that back, 10:26, August 5th. What up, B?
GSX, guys, my chart has frozen, but GSX, Chinese-based online education company. Some of these education-type stocks moving around today. This one, the highest, priced 4.8% already. Huge volume behind this as well. This is all-time highs for GSX, guys.
Took that out.
Sorry, I just want to get back over to Uber for a quick second here. I know I've sort of neglected this stock, and we wanted to be shorted. Here's the problem. It's just getting very, very sleepy at this 33, and I was trying to make a promise to myself not to overtrade a name like an Uber when we're up on it. And I'm waiting for this 33.50 area. I'm waiting for a break at that level we like, that 32.70, 75, whichever you want to call it. So I feel like we're not going to be doing much of anything in the middle of this range. You could take a shot here in front of 33. I'm just not going to. I want to get over to SPAC. It is trying to push back to the upside here. I still like a 13.05 break. We might miss the party if we don't try to take a little bit of something. It's putting in consecutive higher lows here. So at some point in front of maybe 12.60, I will take a shot. In addition to a 13.05 break, maybe look at something in the 12.65 range in front of 12.50 at the bottom. It looks like SPAC's put in a low. Strong news yesterday, of course, Brennan got to us, and up again today, despite that sell-off in the morning.
Okay, Rocket, we're looking to go long here as well very soon, guys, 24.20-ish or so. Nice little bounce off 23. We can afford to take this one long if it can come here. And we're taking it before this break, so hopefully we can get some momentum into here, get some out in the middle of this, 24.45 or so for like 20, 30 cents if we can get that. And then we'll wait for a break up higher. There it is right now. Long right now, rocket ship. So we'll see long 24.22. Let's see how much juice this has. We could be wrong on this, and that's fine, but 24.40, we're looking to get some out if it does get that high. That's Rocket Mortgage right now, looking to make a move to the upside. Where will we get out? I do not know. 23.50 or so, probably a decent spot for an out on RKT, guys. But now it's moving to the north side big time on that bounce from 23 and change. Let's see how high Rocket wants to go. What up, B?
I just realized, guys, Groupon is apparently $24 now, if anyone was wondering. But they also reported aftermarket yesterday. A nice look for Groupon here, up 46% for GRPN, guys.
Okay. And here goes Rocket. It does go a little bit up there into the mid. I don't know why we didn't get filled there. We were waiting at 35, and it goes to 35. So strange. We'll go on a different gateway. But right to the upside right now, Rocket. We just missed a quick 20 cents, but we're still sitting there. So we'll wait for that to come back in. But look at the futures, guys. They're fading down right now. So we got to find some stuff to go short for sure. Let's see if we can't find that very, very soon. Something to go short on. We are waiting for Uber to break. That's going to be a big one for us as well if it does. 32.75 on Uber. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm looking at that same level. Uber's going to be the first shot for me, but I also just saw a turn in Zillow a little bit. And again, it's been a rocket ship, but turning at 85. So a good out for us here. If we get consolidation, there might be a pullback trade. It's only about 10 to 15 handles on the futures right now. So I don't think this is going to be enough to wreck the train over in Zillow. But if you want to look at some of the chip makers, I just saw someone mentioning, and I actually see us down 1% here, in AMD rocket shipping down towards the bottom. So dragging the market down with it. I'm going to take a shot at Rocket at some point, probably through 24.60 still feels like a level to me, but AMD below 86. Ooh, don't love shorting this stock, but it looks like it could be an opportunity as the market slides downside. Brennan.
Just looking for a headline here, guys, on that move in the market. Looks like a U.S. appeals court has ruled against Trump when it comes to subpoena for former White House lawyer McConnell. That's really the only thing right now I see as far as market-moving headlines, guys.
Okay. Yeah, rocketing downside right now. So we're going to wait to see. We're still giving into that 23.50-ish level before we decide what to do. Well, we're going to get out, but what we decide what to do on the upside here of Rocket, we do have some shortable shares, so it should be okay on that front. But right now, Rocket making some moves and back down. So we thought we'd get a little bit frisky there on a 24 break, but now we're waiting for this one. This could be our first decent loser of the day, so we're going to wait on Rocket to go. I mean, it's still right here. I mean, we're out of the money 20 cents. Nothing to worry about, but we do need it to get it back above 24. If it can stay there, then giddy up. But right now it is having some problems. So watch out if you are on Rocket right now. Not giving the greatest movement that we had thought through 24. So waiting for this one to go, but still needs to.
It's frustrating on both ends because I just tried like the scalp break at 24. It gave me like 15 cents on half of it and no more. Now it's testing back to the even. So with sideways action like that, if I'm sitting in a quick little short on the way back down and it's frustrating me and the long is frustrating you, maybe I want to step away from it a little bit here. But I'm going to hang on to half it. Look, I'm looking at Microsoft right now. Market sliding back in. Microsoft putting in a higher low as well. At some point, if we can hold this 214 area, I'm going to dip into a long trade. Had some success with that. It's not quite 11 o'clock yet, but at this time of day, I do like that shot to see if you can pick up a name you like that might be looking like it wants to join a party to a late break. So we'll see if we can hold 214 on Softy and then get a bit of a bounce to the upside. Finally, there goes Rocket. So we did jump into our second short of the day. First one didn't work. Second one, let's see if it's going to be a charm here. I'm going to try to get out if I can in front of about 23, 30 to 50 on the way down. Got 94s to the short side here. It's been a long party all morning long, but I think the short, we have to take some shots at it as it's coming back in. It is well past 11:20. Wow, we need to get to our small cap recap with Brennan.
Yeah, better late than never. Let's talk about small cap world, guys. Few of them moving around today. KNDI, we talked about in the pre-market. Further information coming out as far as their distribution plans when it comes to bringing their electric vehicles to North America. So up on that news this morning, we were up to about 1050 on the daily chart, a big time level as well. But right back down, 1030 up to about 1050 was the area I was kind of looking at, corresponding with this high from yesterday. So a little bit of resistance came in yesterday through that area. Give you a nice little pop, better price even at the open than what I got there. But all the way down to 940. Huge move to the downside for KNDI on that flush. Nice look there. ZSAN. Talked about this one right before the open as well. 175 to 180 and then $2 would have been really nice, but nowhere near that, obviously. So a little bit of a sleepy trade, but 160 down to about 140. It's having trouble, or 145, I should say. It's having trouble with 145. The other one, really, CDNT still moving around like crazy, but we sadly don't have locates on that one. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, we finally get Uber, so we take a little bit of profit out. It does go all the way down to 60s there or so on Uber. We didn't take any of that. We're too busy looking at Rocket there, but 32.64 it did get to, so it does come back down, and we take some out at 69 right here. But this is the trade we waited for, so we're going to hold on to it. You can see the futures trying to make a move back, so if this does fall down, you'll start seeing me getting some out here of Uber on the way downside now, because I just don't want that to keep bouncing around. I mean, it did do nothing here for a while, so now we finally have a move downside, and this is what I mean. You see just bouncing around. Not much liquidity here, pretty thin, considering that this is 14 million shares, only a couple hundred shares on the level, so watch out for that as Uber making some moves, and we're trying to get some out in the 60s, guys.
Yeah, just showing you that. Again, I want to show you on the like a 3-minute here. If you go back, what we like that 32.70 price area. So it's trying to bust through this. It was a bit of a ramp to the upside a few sessions ago on Wednesday, and now looking to make a secondary break. So 75, 70s. I think it's splitting hairs here. You get a better price at 75. Good look there, Sean. But I did get the same look. It's going to be at 69 because I had my stop looking for a 70 break. But here you see Uber working to the downside. I think this could be, if the market wants to roll, this could be the one for the best short opportunity. I was looking to see if we can hold a bid on Microsoft as well for potential upside play. It isn't even testing to the downside yet, so I like that relative strength that you're seeing here. I mean, it's still down on the day, but if we get a pop in the market testing those highs, it might be Softy that I would try to make a trade on to the south side, guys. And I just want to quickly update. I did take out Rocket. I went against plan just a little bit here. I was mentioning I liked it at about 23.40. I did see a bit of a buyer at 60. I slid out in front of it for a 33-cent win. Now it looks like it's heading southbound after breaking that buyer at 23.60. A win is a win. So we'll go and continue to go Superman action on Rocket. Is still going to be one of my best stocks of the day here. Actually, it's still going to be number one overall. Best trade might actually be the second one in Zillow, but we did lose on the first.
Yeah, okay, here goes Uber. We did take out more than half now. No, actually 40% on this name out now on Uber. So we were waiting, man. I was waiting low 60s on this one. We still are short 73. So, when I keep talking about it, you're going to get some bangers on this one. So let's wait to see here how far down this wants to go. It's broken broken through its levels. It's good to go. We're going to give it all the way to 33. So again, we're taking shares, so we're going to be trading a little bit differently here. So right now, though, Uber, nice win. We continue to make that money, but our big position that we're most worried about right now is Rocket, and we're not worried. It's just it is making some moves. Goes down to 32.50 there. Maybe get some out if we can get some back into the 80s, and then see about holding the rest and try to do some damage control. My number one stock today, obviously, is Facebook. We gave that to you so super early, but look where it is now. I mean, I cashed out here. I thought $2 was pretty good, but yeah, adding another like $40 billion to the market cap today is this beautiful stock. Facebook, 275. Pretty soon I feel like I'm going to be saying 3 something on this name. Facebook continues to go, guys.
Absolutely. I feel like a line from Scarface was like a mill here, a mill there, a bill here, a bill there. What's that amongst friends there? Facebook, rocket ship. I'm going to be out of plug here. It's going to be case closed for me on this stock until we get a break of 1170. It's just putting in that lower high that we suspected could happen. Holds that 75 price. So I love the out here at 72. We're going to get the rest out here at 62. We had a couple of nice dip buys in addition to the breakout style trade there. I love when there's a failed break. You don't load up on it. You wait for an opportunity to buy the little bit of a dip that doesn't shake you out. We do it a couple times here in plug. We'll take a break of 1175. If it goes below 11 and a quarter, I'll be done in the short term with this one, guys. But Brennan, what do you have?
A little bit thinly traded here, guys. Not sure anyone would be watching this, but if you are, Vivo, V-I-V-O, just fell off a cliff. $24 down to 20.5 here. They were reported in the pre-market. Earnings were actually decent, but might be a call at this point. But watch out for Vivo here to the downside, guys.
What did the CEO say on that one? I'm going to go ahead and assume it was a conference call there. But yeah, you gotta know what's being said. I mean, this is a redonkulous move. Watch out for liquidity on Vivo. I call it up here, and it's only done 780,000 shares with a likely ongoing earnings call. So unless you want to be fading it in front of previous prices, that type of a trade can be relatively safe because you do have some resistance, possibly at 24. But that's so far away here. I'm not sure I'm going to see anything too spicy for me to jump into. I'm going to go back over to Rocket. I do have the shortable shares here. Looks like a good out. We're starting to get some sideways action between 23.50, a bit of a buyer, and this 24 even price. So if it breaks to the upside, I'm more looking at 24.60, the price I had from way back when we were doing all these dip buys in Rocket. So I'll probably stay away from the long until we get a break through that price. However, if we break 23.50 to the downside, I'm going to take another scalp to the short side, looking for 20, 30, 40 cents, in and out very quickly. Otherwise, inside of that 40-cent range, I'm probably going to stay away.
Okay, let's go, Rocket Ship. Here we go. Let's see if we can get going now, finally. Like we said, we were in trouble there, so we did take out some on this move. So now we'll hold the rest, see if we can be right on this one. But what we did do also was we averaged in to a short here. We got 86s there, or 87, sorry. Then it falls all the way to 70. And for some reason, we didn't take any out again on Uber, but that's okay. So now we're going to wait to see if we can get some out in the mid-70s. We're still giving it all the way to 33, though. What's up, Brendan?
Just noticed this SPAQ, guys, back to 1250. So that was the pivot in the afternoon yesterday, 1250. So let's see what happens here. Basically, day lows for SPAQ, guys.
Yeah, it hasn't given me the break to the upside. Again, we wanted 13 if it could do it, and otherwise we're looking to see that 1250 can hold a second time through. So good on you, Brendan. I was already sitting here sort of watching it, but I'm only going to catch on the way back up. I need to see it bounce back up, give me a level that we can take to the long side. I still am looking at that rocket, of course, but like I said, in the middle of the range, I don't like it too much. I want to quickly jump over to, where are you? Right here. That true that I was sort of mentioning earlier. Same level I'm going to be working off of at about 550. There was one failed break to the downside that got faded back in, so just shook out some possible long trades here. So I kind of like that when that happens, and if it takes it again, you're now looking at an opportunity where there might be some real break to the downside. It's up 30%, so it's a retracement trade. But watch out for the second break in TRUE here down at 550, guys.
What's up, Brendan?
There's another one moving today, OSTK, 10.5% to the upside. They announced a couple of new board members, so a little bit of shuffling when it comes to their board of directors, but nice look for Overstock here, 10.5%, guys.
And there it is. Bang that out. We get some more out now on Uber. Let's see how far this can go. We're also sitting at 69s. Our average price now 77. So here we go. Let's wait to see if we can get, like, I'm pitting 69s. They're not even getting hit. So hopefully it can blast through 69 here and we'll get out of some more of our shares as we go. But 69s, there it is, 68, 67s. Let's keep going now. Uber for the win, guys. Once again, we talked about this one. Waiting for 75 breaks. Get it out here. Average in. Believe in this trade. And now we go downside on Uber, but Rocket, we've taken some more out here. Again, we're long at 22s. It doesn't matter. If it comes to our level, we'll be fine on this trade. We're waiting for some 24.50s to come, and here it comes right back to the upside. We did get a little nervous there. Didn't want to throw away all of our profits for the day, but here we go. Wow, Uber exploding now to the downside, 65, 66. Let's keep on rolling, Uber, and see what we can do. 64s. Yes, sir. Superman is in the building. You do not have to worry. We are not going anywhere. Hide your kids and hide your wife right here. We haven't even done Hydration Nation yet. We've been way too busy. Uber moving down, but look at the futures taking up. Uber, bang! That's it, guys. Big trade on Uber. I know you love that one. We waited for this all day, and now we put that money in our pocket. Let's go.
Yeah, just going to take True here to the downside. Talked about it just 2 seconds ago. Immediately makes a second break of 550. That's why I bring it to you. Sort of noticing some things on the level 2 stand out. I love those failed breaks to the downside. It shakes some people out. You get the secondary push, and that's where the better opportunity is going to be. Quickly slide in and out for a 10-cent win on a $5 stock here. And then we're going to hold on to 2/3 of this to continue this little trend. I think we can short pops, maybe all the way up to like 560 or so. But True to the downside to add to that. I still have my Uber as well. It took the first leg off for about a 12-cent win here. And we're going to take some more out in front of 32.50. Work this one to the downside. We talked about this level. 3 reasons to like it at 32.70 area on Uber, but only 2 shorts. I mean, I was looking for a shot in Microsoft. I haven't taken it yet. The market is coming up. Have to find it soon.
Okay, guys, remember, we'll take a shot on Microsoft, but Uber right now, guys, I can't keep saying this, man. What a great trade for us today. We'll continue to go on this. I'm averaging out, Neil and I trade with drastically different share sizes, guys. So I'm averaging out right here, but Neil's, it's not about the share size. It's more about waiting for those ultimate levels, which I hope we can both get through 32.50 here. But I believed in this trade today, so we did take it, and we got giddy up on this one as we keep on going. So that's why we're getting pretty excited today. Hot dogs right now, 32.53, moving downside. Look at Rocket now, 40 cents in the money. Thank God. Yes, sir. There it is. Bang that out right now on Rocket. A nice little move. We got some out at 40 there. Again, these are like 20-cent hits. We now have more than half on, so we're going to wait for that. Uber, did Uber just break 50 there, Neil?
I just got out some shares in front of 50. Okay. I did see it tick below to like 48, but I took the second third off when it did break that 50 for a split second. It hasn't come back. I just dodged a bit of a bullet here. I'm going to tell you guys in True. I was taking some shares out in front of the quarter, so you get a 550 to 525 move. Accidentally got long, too many shares out. Again, look, it's going to pop here, and yeah, I could have made some money on that, but you don't want the trade. You don't hang on to it. I got out flat. Very, very fortunately there, so I didn't want that long. I'm going to short a pop here to 550, 560, like I mentioned. We're already able to take off.
Hit it.
Initial move, 10 cents, and then secondary move, 20-cent winner on a $5 stock. We'll rinse and repeat that one, but True is to its word, giving me some nice little wins here. Uber, 50 looks like it's a bit of a battle being waged here, Sean, so I might trail my stop to break even.
Yeah, I got some out at 50 there. I'm super happy with this. We're 30 cents in the money, 35 cents in the money. There it goes. It's breaking downside. Look, I just wanted to show you guys. I'm going to put this on Twitter at TraderTV. Sean shorted all morning. We loved it. That's a mistake. That was like 10 shares. Then we short there. Nice little move. Still making that move to the downside right here. So Uber will copy that. We'll paste it up on Twitter so you guys can follow it there and rewatch. I know a lot of you guys send me messages on all of these trades, so I'm going to keep them going for you. Twitter, follow me at TraderTV. Sean, what up, Beat?
Another one, guys, that reported Yelp in New York here. YELP down, almost 12%. Ugly day for Yelp, 28 down to 23. They reported a loss, but revenue actually beat expectations. I did notice as well there was a couple of price target increases on this stock today, so we were up in the aftermarket after the report, but big time flush for Yelp today.
Yelp, and just gonna tweet out the bullet dodge, but Uber, sort of a buyer here. I mean, I'm looking at 32.56. I mean, There was that battle being waged when I was watching level 2 at 32.50. Slammed down the side, got like 2 pennies, and someone slammed it back up. So there is someone trying to actively buy it here. One of the things you can always do is take some profit. This is a bit of a low here. Take some profit down here. You can take another short if it does make a secondary break at 32.50, kind of like I did in True. Sometimes the second break is better than the first one. So this is the time of day. It's like 11:40 or so. I'm going to get out of my shares on the 70 break. If it comes back up, I still want to be short in front of 33. I can always just get back in if we go below that 32.50 area. But I do want to get back over to Rocket because it looks like there's some significance to that 24.60 again. It's trying to break and hold above this price. It's right at VWAP. So you can indicate to a long on that 24.60 break, but I mean, it's basically resisting VWAP all the way here. So maybe 75 is going to be a better price for me to break back in. We had a fantastic out on that short. I was sort of noticing some buying down there. It was a gut call. My target was down around 40. I took it off shallow because I saw a buyer down there. Sometimes you do that when you're scalping trades, guys. It worked out this time.
Look at Uber, guys. We just tweeted that out. Thanks for all the love also on Uber on Twitter. Thank you so much for everybody. It's been a fantastic run here for us. And Uber just more downside there. I was just bidding 45s, didn't get those. But we're 34 cents now in the money. We did have this nice little reload at 88. That's what happens when you believe in it. You take that reload, and now we make the moves to the downside. We got crushed off this little move here, but then averaged in. So we were short off the open. This is always happens, man. Whenever we get in too early, it's never a good sign. So we should wait. We'll put that in our cranium there and try to remember that for next time and get in a little bit later. But we did get hit there. But Uber, #1 stock today. Disney, yeah, we did talk about that. Thanks, Aaron Smith. We'll get to that in a second. But if Disney's taking off, that's fantastic. That's a huge holding in my account. So we'll wait to see if Disney's going. Also, I love Facebook making moves to the upside. $8 move on Roku. Okay, I'm seeing everything, but I'm crushing everything also, guys. So, I mean, Rocket, we just crushed that one going long there. Actually, this one was about flat. We did make some money because it did get all the way up here to VWAP, so that was turned out to be a profitable trade. Facebook still #1 on my board, but we're trying to make that Uber right now. So yeah, we're going to miss some things. It doesn't seem like I'm missing much, but that's a big move there in Roku. We'll talk about that in a minute, and Disney, guys.
Yeah, watch out for Datadog here. It's down 11%, so it's going to be tricky if you catch an $80 even break here, but 1, 2, 3, 4 times it's tested this low. So with SSR, it's going to be hard to hit that bid, but you got a hard bottom here in Datadog, and it's only 6 million shares in volume, which is actually pretty good here, guys. So watch for a break. The other play you can make on a bit of a bounce to the upside, if you like it long, maybe put a stop at that 80 range. You can take it here, risk 25 cents, and probably make $1 back to VWAP. If you like it, I'm only looking for the short side trade through 80. If we can catch that, of course, SSR does make it a little bit tricky. I know we're a couple of minutes away from our sector watch, but got to get Datadog in here, guys.
Yep, Datadog, good name. I looked at that earlier on, and it was making a big move. We just take out some more Uber here. Now my out, let's just leave the rest and see what happens here for Uber. So we'll give it about to 32.70 or so up here before we do get out of this one. But that's Uber for the big time win today as we go. We did have a great short through 32.75. That's right here. Cash that. We got a little bit out that allowed us to reload. And then it's been nothing but money for that. And now I keep saying rack space, but it's Rocket Mortgage. Trying to get back to 25. We'll get some out if it does get there. Brendan, take it, bud.
Hey guys, yeah, let's have a look at the overall S&P 500. We are still in negative territory, but back to basically break even. Should have zoomed in a little bit more, but negative 0.08%. You can see some of the shippers here, UPS, FedEx, both. We talked about FedEx a little bit earlier, but both up 4% today. Nice look for these names. Some of the airlines in here as well. AAL, UAL, Dow, and Love, all back to the downside. 2+%, AAL and UAL in negative territory. I was looking at MGM, 3.6%. Mentioned some of the hotels showing a little bit of strength. MGM shuffling their board a little bit. Some board members leaving, new ones coming in. So 3.6% to the upside. You can see LVS win, and there's Hilton on here as well. Hilton actually was positive, but has gone negative, 0.5% to the downside there as well. So MGM kind of offsetting the other weakness coming from the hotel group. Communication stocks higher today. Dish reported. Facebook, yeah, just a monster 3%. move. NWS down there as well, 2.8%. And T-Mobile, 8% as well after earnings. Over here to the downside, tech stocks today outside of DXC and Norton LifeLock there, NLock to the downside, FTNT and FLT, both 8% in negative territory. And healthcare stocks as well. Biogen there, we mentioned that Alzheimer's marketing package getting approved from the FDA, and ILMN, 12% to the downside, offsetting that move. So yeah, basically break even. It's been a story of everything offsetting everything else all week long. Let's go back over to Sean.
Yeah, we're sitting here and we're just enjoying our coffee. It's been a good day today. I got to go get a refill, so as soon as Neil gets back, I'm going to go get a refill myself. But it's been a good day for us. Needless to say, guys, what else would you want other than me holding? Holy crap, I know you just talked about that, Brendan, with Facebook being up today, but another 4.5% upside. Wowzers. What a good day to be long tech companies, right, Yushi? Today, Facebook, wow, monster move upside here. 278 today. This is unbelievable. What a breakout from 250 there. Technically, it makes a lot of sense. I think, and I just kid with one of our traders here, but these stocks just keep getting crazy valuations, and Facebook, where else, and this is what we talked about yesterday after the show, where else are you going to put your money right now? Tech seems to be leading the way. Facebook still, I believe it's still underperforming the Qs, but bang, there it is, another chicken dinner winner for you. A 65-cent win there on Rocket Mortgage, breaking through 25. We're long 24.22. The fun doesn't stop. I'm going to save the fruit salad for our guest of the day, but wow, we could be, I mean, this has been a monster day. No losers on board today. 0 losers, guys. This is how we continue to do it. Upside, no losing stocks today. Big time moves, big time wins. Let's just keep this party rolling. Nothing but fun time. I'm going to go get a coffee, guys. Neil, take it away.
Yeah, we got a bit of an iceberg order at 24.90, so that 75 break that I was looking at is going to be a very, very quick scalp. We like that level. We like 24.60 as well, but if I see an iceberg at 25, I know we're going to be able to take that trade as well. I'm going to see if we can pull back into 60, catch some scalps from that price to 25, and then go alongside on a break of 25. Brendan, what do you got for us, buddy?
Another one from the earnings list, guys. The trade desk reported aftermarket yesterday, 5.5% move today. Watch this. What is this up here? 513, 514 area. I was just double checking on this high. This is all-time high territory, whatever yesterday's high was. So almost all-time highs for the trade desk, guys.
Definitely going to have a quick look there, guys. I want to go back over to one name that I was just involved in. We've sort of one shot and done in True. Got the bottom here at 525. Now it's starting to try to come back. If we can get any kind of consolidation, we'll jump back in. I think, the second time we play a level, I'm not going to like it as much as the first. There goes Rocket through 25, so we're going to go long again on that name. So a couple of times in, back to the long trade in Rocket. We'll see where that one can go. But to finish the thought on True, if it consolidates here in front of 50s, I'll take another try at this level to the south side, but not as many shares as we did the first time. I do like this one coming back in after a, sort of a failure to get through that 6 even area second time. We're now rolling over on True. I'm going to take one more shot at 550. But Rocket, 24.60 is going to be my level for every single long that well, not every single long, but the long that we're taking here. It's going to be that 60 price that we liked earlier. You have VWAP here defending you as well. So it was a good short. But thankfully, we took it off for a shallow win there. Now we're back in the long side trade over there in Rocket, guys. I do want to jump back over to Uber. It's still in that same bottom range, so it tries to give you a bit of a pop. But this is the thing. I took everything out down here around that 32.50 for this reason. It's still sliding around in a 20-30 cent range. If it takes out 50 again, I think it's going to be a short. I'll probably jump in at that point. Otherwise, I'm waiting for a pop back into 32.90 or so, guys. Definitely like the Uber short. It's starting to run out of gas here. And the market is starting to pick up steam. And that means we need to get over to Microsoft at some point because this is the stock that we like to the long. It's trying to break above here. I think we can pick this one up in front of 24 a quarter. 24 even, definitely a hard stop at that price. But Microsoft, time to get involved in the party here. I think 24.60s with an out at about 24 even is a good area to be able to do. Going to do some dip buying over in Rocket in front of that 24.60 area. Area stops for me in RKT here. I don't like the idea of having hard stops. You'll get wicked out over and over and over again if that's your approach. So just picked up a long and softy, starting it here at 214.69. I'll add to it. If we test 24, 214.20, we'll see if we can't get out there. If it goes low a day, I'll definitely be out for sure.
Okay, yeah, Microsoft, my favorite stock to trade. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Okay, Datadog, wow, it's $79. DDOG, let's have a quick look at that. Refilled up the coffee there. And yeah, we come back and still see that Rocket Mortgage is 45 cents in the money and Uber is 30 cents in the money. But we're waiting to get out of some Uber as it goes. Here's Datadog making a nice little bottom here, 79.80. We could get a breakout up here I mean, here it comes right now, Datadog. What's the futures doing? Okay, they're going to get back to positive here off that number today. Big jobs report, 79.80 on DDOG, waiting for that to come through. But yeah, we'll just continue to trade these names. Rocket, 49 cents in the money off this little breakout long. We were nervous down here. Should not have been, man. Our stop didn't even get triggered, so not even sure why we got out, but we're preserving some capital to give you guys a floss kind of a day as every trade so far today. Every single symbol, you can check below. Every single symbol a winner for yours truly today. Let's just keep this part.
I hope you like the breakdown on Rocket on 80. Obviously, my order was put in. I did not cross deep enough. I put it to 85, so I only get it on the way back up, which is not necessarily as good as the immediate dollar that it just sort of gave you down at 79. But I'm back in this one here. Give it to like 80-30, 80-40, that type of a range. But it's a secondary push. I don't know if it's going to be as good of a play. Microsoft, look, it's going to start popping in the money here. The market's going up, so yeah, it's going to be in the money 15 cents or so. But unless we take out VWAP, take out 215, I'm not going to be too excited about that trade just yet. But I did get Datadog eventually, 79.85 to the short side. I definitely will take this out now that it's the second push in front of 79. I don't know that we can try to hold it for the home run trade when it bounced hard and we had missed the first push.
Yeah, we're going to take Softy as well, going through 215, so that's a good little level there. We will take that one again. My favorite stock, but not looked at it yet today, Zillow, also upside. We'll look at that, up 18% right now, Zillow. We're going to take that through. We're going to wait, be a little more patient through 215. What's up, Brendan?
Another one moving, guys. AGEN, little oncology firm, reported earnings as well, aftermarket yesterday. Not a lot of action in the aftermarket, but nice move here, 13% to the upside. Just took out day highs there. You can see on a nice volume spike for AGEN, guys.
All right, we're just waiting. I'm just looking here again at Softy, deciding how many shares we want to use on this one, 214.15. Our out is going to be here at VWAP, so we're going to give this a little bit of a look up here to 215 and change there on Softy. So we're going to take that long if it does break below, or sorry, break above that level. Snapchat moving around now too. Snap right here on New York. We're going to wait to see what that's doing. 21.90, 21.95. Wow, nice little move upside on Snapchat. We'll check out a daily chart and get back to you, but a bump up here. Nice little move upside there. Yeah, and look at the futures, guys. Breaking. We're about to break that number high probably here. We got as high as 33.45 on the ES, so we'll wait to see if that's going. But right now, kind of looks like Microsoft right here. We're having a little bit of a problem breaking above this level. If we do, then we're going to be going long Softy and long the market essentially.
Yeah, I was looking, of course, for another entry point into Microsoft, and I had mentioned, thought if it retested that 24.40, I'd get it that way. But it looks like it's going to have to be a break out to the upside, adding at a higher price. I'm not averaging, averaging down. We're averaging up if we get a break of 215. I would have liked to catch some more shares in consolidation. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case, but like we did mention, this was going to be the play if it was going to be a break to the upside in the market. So I'm going to maintain that and try to add to this Microsoft here on a 215 break. Or still, if I can get some in front of 214.50, we'll do that. Brendan and Money Talks.
About 10 to 11, guys. Let's talk about currency world. Big time U.S. dollar strength coming back into play today after that jobs number that beat right across the board. So weakness top to bottom here outside of the Japanese yen and Swiss franc, as we see. Anytime a little bit of volatility comes back into the market, we get an uptick in these two. So 0.3%, 0.4% for Japanese yen and the Swiss franc. But everything else to the downside for the most part. The euro sharply lower today, 0.7%. The Canadian dollar down 0.5%. It was 74.5 yesterday, almost at its high, 74.75 today. British pound 130.5, down 0.8%. That was a full percent a little bit earlier on. You can see at the chart over here, we got all the way down to below 130.2, 130 definite support here for the pound. But just a couple of days ago, this thing was almost 132. So big reversal for the pound. Australia, New Zealand also in negative territory, and cryptos, yeah, finally to the downside here. 11,700 was holding yesterday. for Bitcoin, down 2%. Ethereum following suit as well, 384 now. Also 2% to the downside today, guys. Back over to you.
Another name here that I know we talked about this one definitely on our watch list. One of the reasons why you guys do want to join up here, become members, subscribe, whatever it might be, support the show so we can do a little bit of what we do at 9 o'clock in the morning. I know when Valeria's here, we get that board up, we get the watch list out to you. And Dropbox was going to be a name on our radar, of course, today, down about 8%, but starting to put in a bit of a bottom here at $21 even. It's bouncing to the upside. I was going to be looking for more like a 2160 break, but actually there goes Microsoft. So we got some more shares of Microsoft at 215. We'll start to get some of those shares out to the upside there, but I'm looking for a 2160 break on Dropbox to the upside. Softy with the market going up here. So really the only long that we had. And we had to add to it on the way up, not the way down. First target's going to be out in front of 25, 215 quarters, and then hopefully 215.60.
Yeah, let's go, Softy, right here. We hit it with a big stick, so let's get some chicken dinner winners right now. We're already taking some out. 215.03, taking some out here now for 15, 20 cent win. So here we go, upside Microsoft. We're just padding onto our day right now, so let's not try to get slaughtered here. We are waiting for more upside on Softy, so 25 is going to be our next out on that one. If we can get it, Microsoft looking like a nice little runner upside now with the market. Like I said, we just talked about it. If the market breaks this level, we'd be long Microsoft, and we sure were. So let's wait to see now how high these futures want to go, if they want to go at all. But right now, man, we're on board. 15 cents or so on Softy right now. Rocket Mortgage, 60 cents winner. Sorry, 45 cent win on that one right now as well. And Uber all the way back up. That's why we are super light right now on Uber. Uber explodes the money today for us. No negative symbols today. Let's keep it that way, but we just need Softy to keep its move higher. And there it goes. We just get some outs there. Did we get that 20? We got 18s right there. So more upside to come on Softy. Let's see exactly how much this has. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah, just going to adjust my target up here of 2150, 1550s. Check that is going to be the next level on Softy, but a bit of a battle here. 215, 10, 15 or so. I am going to be reloading. I did mention, of course, that I like to defend that 214.50. So if it does come back, I will be taking another long position, or at least getting back into what we already took off of Microsoft. So same pattern there. I did want to jump back over to Mara. It's back towards that 450. Look, we missed this trade the first time through 450 when it failed. I'm going to take this one here if we can get it, but just got to watch out. Mara can be a bit of a rocket ship to the upside. We've seen what those moves can be. It's going to be a hard stop for me through that 460 high, but I will take a shot at the short after missing in the morning. Brendan, what do you got?
Another one that we look at typically, guys, around earnings. Stamps.com, STMP up 22% today. Is the $300 stock. Already has moved from 290 up to about 320. So a little bit thinly traded, but Stamps.com, another one of those ones that can give you a big move around earnings, guys.
All right, guys, and this is why we take some out there on Softy again. We're trading shares, so we'll take out a little 15 cent, 10, 15 cent win. Now we're like, well, we're half. So we're out of half of Microsoft up here for the win. So now, if it ever does come back down here to VWAP or so, we will be getting out of the rest. Not, I mean, it's 10:55 right now. We're just all we're doing right now. Where's the stacking money? This is my favorite little animation that we've had from Time. So we've had this for a while. We're just stacking up the money today again. So we'll wait to see how far down Microsoft wants to go, but I'm not going to give this one room. It's not even running today. It's negative on the day. We just like that level at 215 there. Good break. Nice little move off VWAP. So we did take that. We cashed out, and now we're holding half, and it'll be a flat trade if we can get back down here to 240. 214.80. I guess it'll be a little less than flat. We'll take a hit, but here we come to the upside still. Nothing waiting here until about 214.40, 215.40 or so on Microsoft. Hopefully that'll be our next out on that name.
Yeah, I just want to quickly jump over to Penn. This was my loser of the day, and I want to kind of jump over to this just to see. Like, I had to stop here at a 47.25. If you gave it to the even dollar, which is not the level that I was looking at, fantastic, because if you did get that ramp up to 49. It's going to happen to you sometimes. Just brush that one off. You have structure of the trade. You want to limit the loss here, but just want to point it out. It looks like it was a good one, and we're approaching that 49 break, which was another entry that I was talking about. It's 49.02 is a high of day, so whether you want to use even, whether you want to break out at 49.02, that's splitting hairs. I still have an order to go long. If Penn can break through that 49, we'll see if it can do that. 47, after this little ramp here, that's going to be a short for me if we get through that in the afternoon or even before the end of the show. Only an hour to go, so no guarantees. The 49 looking like it could be likely, so let's watch for that break on Penn.
Yeah, Penn and DraftKings, big both.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's no surprise there. I've been averaging into DraftKings for a while on my own account due to that fact that sports is back. So obviously DraftKings, I was talking with another one of my friends yesterday. He's back into the gambling game as well right now. So I think that there's some movement to happen there. Microsoft, my biggest position right now. So we are going to wait to see what that wants to do. We're just cruising on Rocket. We're cruising on Uber. Yeah, so that's what that is so far today. Not bad, not bad. Twitter, I'm seeing a little bit of movement here. Twitter keeps banning people. Oh, Twitter yesterday, the big move out was due to the fact that they were releasing new tags for government officials. So you know how you can get that blue check mark? That's been postponed, but I guess new tags for government officials. They like that. Look at this move up here today. And again, we talked about it. Where else are you going to put your money? We see Snapchat moving up. We see Facebook going crazy. We did not check in on Apple yet. So let's see. I'm going to hit the stock logo for Apple. It's been a while since we looked at that. Oh man, I really got to get that cleaned up there. There it is. There, it hit the stock. Does it have noises? No, I don't.
No sound for the apple.
No, I thought it was maybe like a biting of an apple would have been cool there. Oh, there is. Maybe it is biting of an apple. Okay, thanks, guys. Pretty cool there. But right now, Apple, what am I doing? It's not New Zealand here. Apple, and that's the thing. When you're trading with Day Trade the World, there's over 63 live markets that we could trade here. So NZ, a different.
There's a lot of N's in there.
There's a lot of N's. There's like New Zealand, New York, NYMEX, lots of different symbols there, or lots of different abbreviations for market trade. Here we go again, Neil. Apple down 0.64. So I guess I sort of take it back, guys, right now. Some of the big cap techs not leading the way today. We'll find out what is in a minute.
Sean, before we jump to Brendan, sure. I just want to quickly note that VWAP here on Datadog, so holding up here. We have a couple of entry points. We got an average price of about 80.36. I am going to taking some out below that 80 level, and I'll take another third out in front of 79. Trying to hold 1/3 of the position for a break of that 79. It could be a place where we add as well if the market wants to cooperate. I don't want to be jumping in and averaging in on a break to the downside of 79 with the market making fresh highs. So I'll hold off on that for now, but nice little win here in Datadog. Brendan, what do you got?
I saw this one a little bit earlier, guys. Zynga ZNGA just popping up again on a volume scanner here. Just broke $10 there on a decent volume spike. So this level up here is going to be 10.10, then 10.20. So big time resistance yesterday throughout the day, this 10 area to 10.20. But ZNGA, you can see all kinds of crazy volume spikes on this stock today, guys.
Yeah, Zynga. They reported yesterday, I believe, Brendan, or I don't think it was today. No, we probably would have had that if it was today. But yeah, good move there. Microsoft, we took some more out at 15. Okay, now I'm going to stop. Now let's wait to see how high this wants to go. We keep doing this to ourselves over and over again. We take out shares too early on some of these names, and it looks like we may have done that again. But we are holding now 40%, so that's a little higher than we normally do here. So let's just keep that train going on Microsoft. It's hitting those levels right now for us. So a nice little move upside. And there's Uber. We finish our trade. It is done. We take that ride today, and that puts us to positive now on every single stock that we've looked at today. We are net positive. What's up, Brendan? The European update with V.
Hey guys, welcome to the European update. Europe is in a mixed territory today. Spain is almost flat, down 0.02%. Germany is up 0.68%. Britain is up 0.14%. France is up 0.17%. And Russia is down 0.33%. Hikma Pharmaceuticals gained more than 11% as the London-based company reported a first half profit jump and ups its sales outlook. That's all with Europe, and I'll keep you updated. Back to traders.
214.
If every now and then you see me sort of cracking up on screen here, one of our traders is just constantly making some good jokes, and we're glad to have. You see the floor behind us. Day Trade the World, of course. With distancing, it's not going to be full. We have a few people back in doing their distancing, making their trades on. So it's a lot of fun to have a few bodies in here. Of course, we have a lot of excitement talking to you guys. And look, obviously it's a lot of fun for us to do this, but I want to make sure you guys know that coming up here today, We do have another one of our educational videos we're going to be dropping on our Market Wisdom channel, sort of like strategies for beginners. Everybody has to start trading at some point. You don't wake up as a trader with experience knowing exactly what to do. So a couple of tips and pointers as to what you should be looking for opening types of strategies, how to track them, what are good ones, why you might want to stay away from certain ones there. So check that out on our Market Wisdom page, guys. That'll be dropped a little bit later on here. Gonna make another adjustment over here in Datadog. I do see a bit of consolidation after that failed sort of 80 break, and we'll take some more shares out here at about 79.80. Again, my average price was in the 30s, so about a 50-cent win there. And I'm gonna get the rest out, sort of in, well, gonna get some shares out again in front of 79. I do have a target down at 79.50. You can see like that turquoise order that's been sitting here for about 20 minutes or so. So I'm looking for 77.50. If we break 79, I might still add to that position. If we're not making fresh highs over in the ES and NQ, I will take more shares on a break on Datadog at 79, but it's short sell restricted. No guarantee I actually get them.
Yeah, okay. Sean, I just want to say thank you so much right here for the XRP Dogman. Sean, the best in the game. Nah, probably Neil or Brendan better, but thank you so much for that today on Twitter. I'm trying to respond, like I said, to a few of you right now as we slow down a little bit. We are getting one of our favorite members of our community on today, live from Cuba. So we'll wait to see when he comes on. We won't ruin it for you, but you may remember from last time. But look at this one, guys. Rocket ship. We floss it off, and your boy did it again. 24.20 right now on Rocket. We've been holding this one for a while. We didn't hold enough. Like we said, we were getting nervous on this IPO, but now it goes straight to the upside. Guys, 89 cents in the money right now on this name. Microsoft, we're going to get some out again if we can. Upside here. It doesn't seem like it wants to go, but Microsoft, 8 cents in the money. Everything else just cruising for a bruising right now. So we're going to keep going long side here on this market as it's looking to break upside. I did say we were going to get close to this high here if we did break, and look what happened. That's exactly where we got a little bouncing spot there from 33.45. That's the S&P 500. So we'll wait to see on that one. Here comes Microsoft back down to the downside. So this could be a flat trade after all. It did not break out. We probably should have scalped a little bit more out on this one. A break right now through 80. And we are adios, amigos, on this name. And there it goes right there. We get out of some Microsoft. And we actually holding on to a little bit of a winner now as we hold on to one part of our trade. But Microsoft, there's the break down the toilet there on Softy, guys.
Yeah, Mara's trying to, sorry, not Mara, Datadog. I'm looking at Mara here, but Datadog trying to get through 79.50. If it does break down to 79 even, I'll take those shares out. But we did get that Mara rollover here at 450. I got 448 short. If we took some out at VWAP here for a quick little scalp. Once it breaks down to about 435-ish, I'll take the next leg. And then looking for a test of 4/4 to the south side here on MARA. We did miss the initial short at 450 on this little retest on the pullback. I should have had it. We missed it. We're not going to miss this one. We already got it on. Brendan, what do you have there, buddy?
The market trying to go higher here, guys. Big Five Sports, not seeing any news on this, but 22% to the upside today. Huge volume spike just came in there as we blasted through 750. So this is 52-week highs for BGFV. Guys.
All right, Microsoft bouncing a little bit from that level. We did get out there on a close to a VWAP break. I guess I should have adjusted my out just a little bit as VWAP was right there. It looks like it bounced off that. So good hold for Microsoft. Anybody that did that? Okay, Zynga, you did want to, we did talk about that a little bit earlier. Let's have a quick look. $10.15. Big time move upside. The daily chart on Zynga, just to make sure that we're right. Yesterday, where are we? 10.13. Okay, we're back above this. So nice little level here. 9.50 on Zynga forming. So 10.13, 10.50. Yeah, this is where the earnings were. Obviously, we got up to 11.20 the other day. I'd like to see a 10.67 break. So right now, I'm going to be hands off on Zynga here until we do get a little bit of a bigger move to go on that one. Softy, where are you? So same level we got out at, so not crying over spilled milk there. What about Apple? Another big time runner yesterday. I mean, this was unbelievable. We were sitting there at lunchtime. Once this took off, man, 444. all the way to 457. My kid already investing in Apple down there at 415 or so. So good look on that one. Be strong, young Padawan. Be strong. We're going to try to watch a little bit of what's that show on Disney? The one that's just Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, baby.
I've seen 1 or 2 episodes. We're going to watch that. I hear good things about that, right, Neil?
It literally is the reason I bought Disney Plus, and there's not a heck of a lot more unless you're a kid. That being said, they're still taking my money, and they'll probably get more of it when they drop Mulan. That was sort of, you said that they should have done this.
Yeah.
Had they done that with Hamilton, they would have had more of my money. So I think, look, late to the party is better than nothing. But I want to get back to SPAC here. Double bottom alert here at 1245. Sort of looking for a test at that level. I was seeing if it was going to hold 1250. When it didn't, I didn't take a shot at it. It then managed to break and hold this 45. So we should have had an entry here, probably for a scalp trade. It's going to be short through 1245 at some point for me on SPAC. Still waiting for that 13 break, but now in play could be a VWAP push here through 1275 as well, now that it's made a double bottom, guys. So SPAC, double bottom action, watch for 75 break. Still love 1305, though.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were going to be done there a little bit. I just want to say thank you so much for Cameron there.
Big shot.
Yeah, so we floss it off there right now. Thank you so much for that $35. Yeah, I know we all made a lot more money on Facebook, so thank you so much for that tip. And I'm really glad, Cameron, that you had that. So shout out to you and thank you so much. I love this word right here. Huge win on Facebook. So thank you so much. And we're super, super glad that you did have that. And look, guys, I was pounding the pavement for that Facebook trade off the open. And those of you that had it, yeah, look at this trade. 266. I was talking about this here in the pre-market. I was even avoiding other symbols to talk about just to go to this. It does happen. Never really goes against us. Rip side there. Good win. Thank you so much for that, Cameron. And look, I'm super pumped that you did have that big win. That means a lot to us. And thank you again for that super chat. Once again, means a lot. We'll try to find some more winners for you guys as we go here. But big win there on Facebook. Looks like it's coming back a little bit. Can't believe it got to 280. Wow. Facebook, look for a little break downside now. 276 and change. Probably a little overheated.
Yeah, I can't fail to take advantage of what I'm seeing here in Datadog. It's trying to round out, and 79.50 just consistently having a bit of a resistance to it. I think if I want to grab another short, I'm going to sort of pull back anyways. I can now maybe add to that a breakdown of that same price. If we break below, I might just jump back in. I'm going to go short if it breaks 79, but I was just sitting there staring over $1 of a winner. We did have an average of about 80.30 on our average price, so we're able to get like 80 cents or so on the overall trade. I'm just going to go ahead and bag that one. It's after 11 o'clock, so you got to be happy with it when you can. Slay the Dragon here. Initial entry not the best. Now, we did leave room in the quiver for the test of VWAP and catch that little rollover there. I'm not necessarily done with Datadog. 79 break is definitely going to be in play for me there. I did want to jump back over. There were a lot of people earlier talking about CLSK. Worth noting, nice bounce here on this stock off of VWAP, and now making another push towards the high of day. So this is on my radar for a 960 break, even if it happens in the afternoon. I think we're going to be involved in it. I did dip buy in Microsoft, and I feel like I'm going to be an idiot if I don't sell. I don't know what it is about this 215.10 to 215 area, Sean, but somebody every time Microsoft pops up here is interested in selling it. So if I'm going to buy at VWAP, I'm going to get some shares out and scalp it for that 20 cents if I can. Still hanging on to a long here, 214.90. But, I mean, I can't ignore the fact that someone's halting the move at 215.20. So I got to take some profit off. It's around that lunchtime hour. If you can scalp it, why not? I'm going to hold this long. If it breaks back below, I was going to use 60, but it's halted now a couple of times at 70. I'm going to move my stop up to 70 now that I'm in more of a scalpish type trade. Still have a target up here in front of 215.50. I don't want to get too far away from it, but I can't ignore the price action we're seeing.
Oh, man, what happened to Facebook there? We tried to break there and absolutely missed that. Look at Facebook, guys. We tried to break at 276, miss it, and it just goes down $1 straight. Like, this was like $1 flush. You could not have even got that short if you tried. So Facebook, wow. I just talked about the flush, so we'll go perfect on that. I just said, watch out for this flush, and wow, what a flush. That was a big move down. Damn it, this would have been a monster trade. We tried to get this. 276.15 was my order. That went out on a 276.25 break. So we crossed down 10 cents and miss it because it breaks $2 to the downside there, Facebook. Big aggressive break there on that one. Sorry, but I missed it. But there was the trade, Facebook. Holy, what a move down. Wow.
Absolutely. And look, it's already that time of the day. Sean, you didn't give it away, but we gave a little bit of a hint. Let's go to Brendan for the introduction, our guest trader of the day.
Hey guys, it's Friday. That means guest trader of the day time, sponsored by Lewis Daniels Watches. Everyone coming on in July and August getting a Lewis Daniels watch. Thank you so much to Lewis Daniels Watches for that. Everyone's favorite guest trader is back as well. Del Passon joining us from Cuba once again. I'll start this off by saying he's in Cuba, so there might be a little tiny bit of lag, so bear with us, guys, when it comes to his audio connection today. But great to see you, Del. How has your morning been so far?
Well, hi again, guys, and thank you for having me on the show again, despite the connection, as you can see directly. I tried this time a new connection, and I hope this one is better than the previous time.
Sounds good. Looks even better. Del, it's been an interesting morning. Lots of things moving around, including Facebook once again today. Let's get back into the market here. We'll send you over to Neil and Sean.
Welcome back, Del. It's definitely a pleasure to have you here. Connection sounds great. I mean, you had a lot of fun last time despite all of that. I just want to quickly jump right into it. I mean, it's been an active morning. It's been a ridiculous week, so we'll probably have a lot to cover. I just want to get your thoughts on what you've been looking at this morning. Obviously, you've seen some of the symbols that we've been trading, but what stuck out to you this morning the most in terms of an individual name to be watching?
Right. Well, actually, I really like the price action and market behavior on VXRT, and I have been in a trade since yesterday, AMD, and as you just mentioned, I just started to watch the ticker Mara again. So I have been looking at Uber. I am still in Uber, but in profit. But the rest is just moving around, positive, negative, but still too soon to say that how things are going on. But definitely it is almost half a day of Friday and market gonna go slow. So I'm trying not to open more positions and just manage what I have now to finish it before 4 p.m. today.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of managing what we have now, I'm trying not to go too crazy here, but I will say I had some mismanagement of a name that you just mentioned, VXRT. So I came in with one thought and one thought alone. I wanted to short any pop, first off of a $10 level, and then after the opening trade off of that 10 1/4 pre-market. I did catch both of those trades. I maybe didn't give myself enough. Look, I probably should have had an opportunity to hold through the pre-market break at the bottom. I can be happy in a $10 stock with 20, 30 cent wins. Usually, this is one of those things I want to be holding all day long and sort of managing out of the position. I did take it all off at the same price and psyched out sometimes. If I see a quick little iceberg order, I'll make a quick judgment and maybe trading too many stocks at the same time. Profit is profit. But for you, you still hang on to this one, or are you all done with VXRT?
Well, actually, I'm just checking right now VXRT. First of all, it's that I'm trailing the profit. So since 9.54 the price, I am into this short and 9.74, and my trail is on 9.54. So I'm looking at the price if it's going to be a double bottom or it's gonna drip down and then ride the profit down and fade it out to the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's oddly enough, I get out and then you're making the push that usually this is where you want to be shorting some pops back in. I look for the same sort of thing, that little double bottom afternoon. It gives the idea of whether it's going to do that one of those lunchtime or 1:30 ramps to the upside and whether you want to take that profit all the way through. Because if it breaks, and I can tell you, if those floodgates do open up on a stock like this, you sort of look at what it can do on a give back, and I would definitely think a retest of 850 certainly could be in play there. I see the siren.
Yeah,
New
exactly.
position?
Yeah, what's up, Del? I know you're a disciple of mine. Thank you for all the love that you continue to show on Facebook and everything. But here we go, guys. We did short Facebook again right now, ahead of 276. We're going to give it to this breaking spot. We're 40 cents in the money again here on Facebook. And yeah, this name just keeps on going down. Maybe a break right now, but we are short. Facebook, 275.75. So yeah, good name here today, Facebook. And I did want to say thank you so much, Del, for all the love again that you keep giving on Twitter, and I know that you follow a lot of the trades. I wish that you had Facebook today. Tell me you did, but maybe you didn't. Did you have this at all today?
Yeah, well, actually, Facebook is a sort of stock that is out of my price range, but definitely I watch how you nail and hammer that those type of stocks, all of them, and how you trade. Definitely is one of the things that interests me a lot when you try high price stocks, but it was not just a stock of the day for me.
There we go. Yeah, we give you the big thumbs up there. Thank you for the kind words. I love it when traders are following along. And again, thank you so much for trying to follow what we're doing and learning. And again, guys, that's why we put up here on Twitter, right? Has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that, we're trying to show you guys what we're winning and what we're not. I did want to show you, mentioned that you were back on. Here he is right here. Hey, look, this is a gift that I use. You're allowed to use it as well. But there we go. Drake, let's go. He's super excited to be on with these names: Rocket, Uber, Trader TV Neil, Trader TV Sean. Let's go, Del. Thank you so much for the continued support. It's obviously a big day, and you're in Cuba, so I'll save the fruit salad comment for later because your fruit salads will be destroying ours right now. Needless to say, I got to go get a refill on that one. It's 11:17, and we're going to continue to trade for you here. Just a quick one, guys, before I give it back here. We're going to average into this Facebook trade until it breaks back above 276.50. Or so. I may take this out down here if we can get a low wick and take $1 clean on this one. We've already hammered this from the open at 266, so it's already $10 in the money on that long, but we'll wait to see here if it can take out 275-ish. You know what? Oh, here it goes right now. Here's the tank move right here. So bang, $1 right there. There it is, Dal. You heard it right there, live on the show. $1, $1.05, $1.10. Facebook coming to the downside, and your boys got it again, Del. So good trading today. Thanks for coming on. You're also going to be getting a watch sponsored by Lewis Daniels. So really nice. I don't think you got one before. I hope you didn't. You can't get two. So Lewis Daniels there. Thank you for the sponsorship. But here we go, guys. $1.10 in the money on Facebook. Boom.
Yeah, here comes Datadog. We talked about this one rolling over. Yeah, the rollover continues. Just watch out. 79 about to break. We'll try to catch this one. There's a fantastic look of the trading floor and, of course, that sponsor, Dell. Just a quick look here. When it comes to trading some of these, fast-moving ones, I'm going to talk about Datadog, but maybe even a Rocket. Is that something you ever get? Do you get involved in those sort of overly active style trades with Rocket? You might be making 10, 20, 30 trades in a day, potentially in an IPO, the way we'll do it. Is that something you ever look at? Or did you watch that trade yesterday?
So, first, like last week, I traded Lemonade with you, and then also now Rocket. I don't normally trade new IPOs or IPOs that are in action because, as you have explained completely before, they don't have a firm base, so you don't have base, you don't have resistance, you don't have support, no trend line, no firm level. So you cannot actually rely on anything just if it is just a level 2. So I've been involved, and I'm looking for more if they come up.
Yeah, I think that's what you got to do. We talk about direct market access here, and I think we do try to stress it that when you're trading IPOs, you probably are going to need it. It's a blank check when you're looking at that chart. Not when it comes to Datadog. We did identify a few levels here, and I don't know what to hit. I'm just going to go with the cash cow because I haven't hit that one today. Nice little short on Datadog. I talked about that 79 break as well. It's short sell restricted, but there was enough liquidity to bag 78.96 on that break. I already took a quick scalp off for the 25 cents. It's now heading further southbound. It's down 12.5%. Sort of worth noting, there's probably, 75 if it ever gets there. I think in a longer term idea is fantastic, but I'm looking more at that 77.50-ish area, halfway between this break and that 70 and that 75, 76 area, guys. So I do like this Datadog. Taking a couple of shots And I say a couple, it's actually been 3 shots short. We'll see if the third one is a charm here. If it does ever get back up to 81, I think maybe we could fade it. Wouldn't be looking at longs until an 81.50 push to the upside. But I think Brendan has something for us.
A couple of things moving around. Some people in the chat talking about this one. JMIA, not seeing any headlines or new headlines on this one. There was news earlier in the week and also last week. We had a huge run up that we were talking about. But nice breakthrough 18 there on JMIA. We're actually holding above 18 now on JMIA nicely. This one as well, we mentioned earlier in the show, OPGN, another spike through to day highs here on OPGN, up 54% today, guys.
Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to give you a target right now on Facebook, right here. We'll see if we can get this out. Boom, there it is. It's a $2 winner. The bangers are here, guys. Not scalping. This is holding on for a nice win. We take that clean $2 there. Actually, a little bit more. 275.76 out right there. 275.70. So a nice $2 plus win right there. We take it ahead of VWAP. Yeah, we're not going to leave this one on board there. A big win to go. We're flat now. We have nothing. We're going to be raising the trophy again. The day trade trophy is in the building. Nobody can take this. So here we go. Come over, take this from me if we can. But perfect on the day, guys, today. Facebook, perfect. Microsoft, well, Microsoft's flat trade, but that one down to 214. I'll take this as a nice little out, actually, here on Microsoft, saving ourselves this move down. We should have gone short there. Rocket, that's a big one for us today. You mentioned that, Dell, today, and yeah, that's been a big mover for us. Actually, my second best stock, and then Uber, we also cleaned that up right here, and that feels to me like a hot dog winner again, because we don't hold anything and we get out right there for making sure that we capture the profit. And I did want to tell you, Dell, that's one thing that's very, very important. Trade stocks that you've had some success in today, or just in general, right? Today, we've only traded 5 names and we go perfect. So that's how we do it. 5 names. Check the board below. You can see all the positions we have, and you can see the profit and loss that we're making. Very, very important. Take a note of that, and we'll be back looking for more. But wow, Facebook, Dell, we definitely dropped that one a bit too early. But $2 is $2. What is the largest dollar winner maybe you've ever had? Not P&L wise, Dell, but is there one trade that you've made, whether or not it be in the last 6 months, last week, whenever, that really sticks out in your mind? I took once, I think, $80 or $90 on Tesla. I'll never forget about that. That was the first rejection at 1,000, and that happened near 4 o'clock. Was there anything that's in your mind maybe for a top trade that you'll never forget?
Yeah, first of all, it was a trade on JNUG, JNUG. It was one of the first stocks that I started to trade like 2 years ago. It was this, I think it moved to like $6.
Oh, wow.
I had a long, and then after the second bounce of the triple bottom, it started to rocket to the moon. And I just trailed it to the upside, and basically I got from a huge range. I was at the bottom, and I got the top of the range. It continued going, but I got what I wanted to get and left a lot on the table, which doesn't bother. I got $6 out of a stock that was 50 something at the time, $56, $54 at the time.
Actually, I remember JNUG, definitely a name that we were looking at there. And there was a good look at the trading floor, a couple of our guys in there. And of course, Louis Daniel Watch. I got mine on here. Looking forward to having you get yours there. Look out for it in the mail. Not sure when it's going to get to Cuba, of course. I just wanted to get back to VIVO here. Vivo, it was a big move to the downside. I said I wanted to fade it if it got anywhere close to 24. Didn't happen, but it's retesting this little bottom, trying to put in a double bottom, down that 14%. The volume is ho-hum, but only okay. I think if we can break back up about 2150, that could be an interesting trade, maybe giving it about to this 2075 area, see if you take a shot here. Hasn't happened yet, but I want to foul that one away. I want to go back to Datadog for a quick second here. I did mention a target on this. It's in the money, about 50 pennies here. We already took some off for a scalp trade. We've already had some decent winners on this one. We've only been short, and then we're late to this party. Waited for the volume spike. It broke 80. We got involved late. My stop did not trigger on the way down because I wasn't aggressive enough with my limit order. I did catch it on the way back up. We defended VWAP. We're now looking to see if we can break out 78 and look for a 77.50 target on Datadog. If it does make a hard enough bottom, I'll then turn to a break-even stop and start thinking about, maybe the idea of a long trade, but not on the radar just yet. Another nice short here in Datadog. Brendan, what do you have for us, buddy?
I have never heard of this one, guys, but GCI Liberties, GLIBA on the NASDAQ, up 1.7% today. Big time volume spike just came into this to the downside. So we broke through 2-day highs and then immediately right back down to 83.5 here. Nice looking daily chart on GCI though, guys.
GCI. Okay, well, definitely have a look there. That's a kind of a unique new name for us, GCI. Okay, so we'll have a look on that one right now. How about GCI? I guess that's New York, probably, Brendan. 3 digits. Oh, okay, $1.50 stock. Yeah, that's why. Not super familiar. Up that 3%, just making a little bit. Yeah, nice little tip down there to 146. Now back to 150, and not doing a hell of a lot right now. We just keep stacking them up right now, guys. We're waiting for some more trades to happen. Is there anything, Del? I mean, maybe you're not active right this second. Is there any sort of setups you're looking for right now? We just looked at Facebook. We talked about MSFT a little bit as well. You know, you follow me, so you know this is one of my favorites. We're unable to catch the upside break there and happen to get out. But is there any stocks you want us to look at right now, or something that perhaps you're looking at that we can talk about?
Yeah, well, I normally, this is what I wanted to say, that out of the watch list that each of you and also the handler of Trader TV, the you watch list that I take a look based on my own criteria as the volume, relative volume, and the candlestick price behavior and stuff. There is this stock called KZIA. I am in this stock since morning, and I'm just fading in up. Now it's bottoming. I don't know what's gonna be your opinion about it. Although I'm just fading it down, but it looks like it's bottoming at the moment.
Yeah, I actually looked at this one, Adele. You know, unfortunately for me, I had one trade in and out, or a couple of trades in and out here in pre-market, and was looking at there was some size in the pre-market I've been trying to play off of and make some quick little trades for small amounts of shares, see if I can figure out whether it's manipulation, whatever you want to call it. I missed the opportunity off the open because I had a couple of names that I liked better to the short side. But if I can presume that it's sort of you get this breakdown at 9:30, if you're looking at one of these pops that you shorted to 8, I mean, if you're this far in the money, even if you had the 730, I mean, it hasn't made that strong of a bottom. It just took out that 730 level. So if it holds 6, fair enough. But this is a pretty strong downward trend to be concerned with if you're over $1 in the money on this one, Del. I don't know if I was in it. I'd probably be sitting in like 20% left and saying just hold on to it. If it bounces off 6 even, fair enough. But even on a retracement, you're not going to lose. What are you going to give up? Instead of $1.20, you're making 50, 70 cents on the last little bit or whatever you happen to be holding on to. So it's a great retracement. It was a $4.27 stock at the close yesterday. And yeah, they had some positive news here. We've seen these come back all the way before.
All right. Yeah, we were having a little bit of problems with your connection there, but we heard the symbol and we heard everything else. So that's fine. Good look there. Okay, Facebook, guys, we can look back at that. We did get basically a perfect out, so that's going to be a good one for us. We'll hit the perfect right here as we go. So a nice little out. We could have held on for a little bit more, but look at this, guys. Once again, it bounces off VWAP. So that's a little tip there for you. We do love trading off the VWAP, and that's a good indicator for us for sure. What's the weather like today in Cuba?
Weather is tender, less humid than yesterday, and especially after this, I think it was low pressure system continuation of the hurricane and another system that is around Mexico. The weather is very tender, a little bit of clouds and a breeze that's coming and going, and we are enjoying the weather at the moment.
It's probably a little bit better than here. Look, if you're close to the water, it's never that bad. So shout out to anybody that can get to a beach at these times. We don't have real beaches here, in my humble opinion, here in Toronto. You do have some in Canada, but they're not like the Caribbean, any stretch of the imagination. I want to get to Disney here. There was a breakout through 131 we called and I missed. But on the way back in, look, if it's going to make that break, the market starts to slide back, and I just threw it in the chat as it was happening. I don't want to interrupt you guys, but 131 break to the downside. I did take it. Looking for a scalp into VWAP. I like that trade at this time of day. I'll probably just lock in a smaller amount if it tries to roll back to the upside here. I did think it would get deeper to that 130.50 mark for a quick trade and a quick little 30 to 40 cent win, depending on what we can grab. I did get 97, so great price in. I don't want to throw away too much profit here. It's an 11:30 trade. and if it doesn't go all the way, Disney's a strong stock anyways. We can just take it out for the nice winner here. But I'm also monitoring a Datadog here, which is 78.50 is holding up pretty well. It just bounced off 30s. Was in the money about 65 cents. Certainly already took off a quarter for a win. It might be a good idea to take the rest of this profit off. The market is starting to go a little bit sideways. One of these moves here, we've already had a big one in Datadog. I don't know if we can try to hit the home run at 11:30 and we can take a 50-cent win. Why not take it?
What's up, Brandon?
One guys, moving back to the downside here, Candy. If you come back to KNDI, anyone who's still looking at this, just a heads up, they do report earnings before the market opens on Monday. So anyone kind of considering maybe a weekend hold on this might want to think twice about that. But yeah, earnings before market open on Monday. Big time volume still for KNDI, guys.
Well, actually, that's pretty interesting that they have earnings coming up. Those kind of stocks that move on kind of, the news that they're doing right now on the EV space. Nice to see them moving. Let's call that up again just to see if there's a quick, wow, $9. Yeah, wow. Okay, see if there was a quick move that we could make here. KNDI, nice to know that they're reporting. Thanks for that, Brendan. As we look, 950 there. If it can get back up there, that's a good short. We'll look to short through 950. But again, on earnings, I don't know if this is going to be a short or not. I think they have a good chance to prove that they are selling some of these cars, no matter what we think of how they look. People probably buying them with the EV space. So I'm probably going to stay away from KNDI. If we can get back above sort of this VWAP, maybe this level here, 960, we'll try along at 960 here on KNDI, guys.
I feel like we did compliment the look of it. I said it looked cute. I don't know that we're too negative on it there, but I do want to quickly jump back over to, we talked about Vivo here. It is trying to make a little bit of a bounce off this little bottom on the low. I did mention 2150, so I'm going to continue to file that one away. I did take off that Disney trade, and again, it was going to be a scalp through 131, and at this time of day, of course, with a trending stock to the upside, I'm not going to fight this one too hard. I thought maybe it would give you all the way down to 130.50, catch like 45, 50 cents worth of a win, but it's fine. If I'll get half that, I'll get half that. Going to be in and out on that trade. The rollover at 132 was probably a little bit better. It's still a win. It's going to be a win. I do find at this time, if you try to hit the absolute monster home runs at lunch with some of these setups, you want it to be, it's not going to be as good sometimes as it would have been if you hit this at like 950 or same type of move there, Dell. So for an approach, transitioning from the morning trade into the lunchtime trade, is it just only ever holding on for you? Do you ever consider some similar setups at lunch, but just taking smaller size, expecting smaller winners, or do you just go hands off altogether and only manage?
Yeah, so my style in general is to just start the morning, have a bias, and then go along with the bias. But if some significant change in the strategy happens, for example, red to green, green to red, double bottom or double top, or blow off top, or dipping down into the low of day, in daily time frame, if this sort of action happens, I may change my bias and start to look for more action later the day after lunchtime. But in general, I will keep managing my positions, those that are open during the time before lunchtime, and most probably I will keep it quiet and take it easy during the lunchtime. It's between 12, somehow 11:30, 12 to 1:30. I normally don't initiate any new position.
Yeah, I mean, I might get a new one here, actually. You just got, of course, Datadog and Disney for some profits, but I've been looking at SPAC at 12.75. Still, like, if afternoon break at 13.05 happens, I'll probably have that too. But I was looking at 12.75 when we're in this consolidation about 20, 30 minutes or so ago. And if it breaks out, I'll probably take this trade, see if we can run it into that 13. It's still probably going to be a secondary break at 13. I just like the double bottom that it put in. And if it can break from here, we saw the move it made yesterday. That was great. 11.75. It gave it to you multiple times. So if we get a break here at 12.75, I'll probably have that. As far as anything else goes, I have an order in pen if it takes the top off at that 49 even. So those are the two things I'm watching. If we can't get anything outside of that, we'll try to play it quiet. You don't want to throw away profits at this time of day. If you know, unless that's where you make your money. Look, I'm sure there's somebody out there that makes most of their profit at lunchtime, and that's a style that works for them. And if that's you, you go ahead and you pound that one out and do what you got to do. But for me, and I think for most of us here, you're looking to slow down a little bit, take advantage of the levels that have become obvious to you that you can play around with, that are going to hold true. Double bottoms for some breaks. Whether it's going to be that little Disney turnaround for a quick little scalp, you can play those as well.
Yeah, you got to try to find some names right now. And I think, Del, you hit it out of the park there talking about the fact that you got to be patient. And I know Neil mentioned that as well at this time of day. So good look there. JMIA, we always get questions about this stock. So Jemiah right now, I just want to show you there is some size here at 1845. So a quick little scalp through might be, there. Now it's going downside. But that's something that we look for often here on the show, as you guys know. We look for some size, right? And when we see it, you could definitely trade off of that size. So 1845 there. The play would be, again, we're all about education here. The play on this one would be you short in front of it. Then as that starts to break, you start peeling off some of your shares. So you can read the time in sales there, get short like 44, 43, 42, whatever you want, and then just keep scalping back and forth. Possibly holding some for a lower move, but this doesn't really look like it wants to. So you can go short here, 44, 43, and then scalp it back and forth and watch out for this to break. Although, I think if it breaks, I don't necessarily think this is going to be a huge upside move because you do have some protection. And there it is right there. We just talk about it, give you a little bit of education, and there's the move to the downside. Bang! Little 10-cent win there. I don't have it, but we just did talk about that for you. Go short off that 45. You could have had 42, 43, 44s. Now you're back down to 33. So just right there, we educate up, Del, and then giving you a little bit of a trade idea. So if you do ever see that, you need to have direct market access to see the level 2s. So that's a big advantage here at Day Trade the World.
I just want to quickly jump over to, and a shout out to Kevin, who had some issues. He got a little bit sick, one of our traders here on the chat, just mentioning to me about Tesla, which hasn't been on the radar as much as you've seen Apple and Facebook and Amazon and some of the other high flyers move around a little bit. Tesla has been rather calm the last few sessions, but look out below here for a 1465 to 1470 area break. We just failed at 1500 on this name, so if we're going to get a roll in the market, watch out for 1465 here. About to happen as we speak here on Tesla. It's about to break, guys.
Okay, Neil's going to go long Tesla. Is it long or short?
Short.
Short. Okay, short on Tesla. Let's go back and look at Nikola then. See what's happening in the EV space so far today. Nikola, 37 cents. Okay, yeah, so damn it, still in this range, man. We need to get above. Right now, I'm not going to play this back and forth nonsense on some of these names. We got to trade stocks that are moving on the day, right? And it doesn't look like Nikola today. I mean, 3% is a nice move, but definitely more into something like a son of a... Oh, man, Facebook, Del, this happens to me. Oh, I like that you're laughing, though, but yeah, I'm not. Look at this move, guys. We missed it, but we had it. There you go for you guys. We line them up, and we bowl a spare here, maybe? I know this is going to say strike, right? But I think that this one, again, I've given you guys all the winners today, and this was just another one ahead of 276. Yeah, out a little too early, Sean. You take a $2.50 win, but then it just cracks VWAP, and now making moves to the downside. Facebook giving it all back. But hey, the important thing is, Del, we talked about it. We gave it to you. I know there's a lot of traders making money. We did get a nice little super chat there, but this really, Del, is what it's all about. It's about putting the shares on, taking them, having these winners, looking back at them, pounding the table and getting excited. How long have you been day trading? And are you more excited now than ever day trading?
Yeah, so I have been day trading Forex market for last, I can say 10 years because I stopped trading Forex market 2 years ago. And then I switched gradually to trading the equities, especially US stock market. And for past these 2 years, things has been interesting, scary sometimes, especially during the shipping, Bitcoin, and now vaccines and the travel group stocks and this kind of stuff that they're volatile at the same time, very interesting move, technical move, fundamental move, and these sort of stocks, they are very interesting going around. But these times, since April that I found your show, it has been the most interesting period of my trading career, which at the same time has been the staying home period of year, I can say. So this time has been the most interesting for me, and also the most productive.
Good. I mean, that's what we like to hear there. Good. Great answer to that question. And yeah, I mean, we're excited now. We do get a lot of positive feedback. So that is fantastic. Thank you so much for this today. Yeah, I see this here, Joe. I didn't want to talk about this today. Steak, lobster, everything tonight on OPGN. So we'll have a look at that. Yeah, today, guys. Yeah, Ruslan, don't worry. We all miss. Well, I didn't miss the short, but we missed getting more shares on that play. We can't get them all, guys. But we will be back and getting more shares in something very soon. Hopefully, we can continue to make some money for you. And yeah, it's been a big time trading opportunity with the pandemic. You hit it right on the head there, especially.
Sean, guys, I want to quickly interrupt here. A lot of people watching SRNE, big time rollover at 15. Even I tried to get the locates on this one very, very quickly as I saw big seller at 15. It's just gone parabolic. Big turnaround here off this price. So it does seem like if you don't have level 2 access, someone jumped up here and it was like a couple 100,000 shares on 15 after it already made a 10% move. A couple of whipsaw actions to the upside here. I was looking for a short at 15. We did miss that. I might take a break at that same price as well, but I'll probably fade at least one time if I get a reasonable price to pay for shorts in front of that hard turn there. Tesla never held offer below 14.65, so it went away from the bid, but the offer never got down past that price, so not going to trigger me in there the way I have my stops triggered. Brendan, what do you have for us?
One group that we haven't really paid much attention to today, guys. I did notice that Carnival specifically was a little bit active in the pre-market as far as the cruise lines are concerned, but you can see there was some volume in the pre-market. They actually announced an offering, a share offering this morning in the pre-market, but it has been positive so far today. Just coming back into this 1390, broke 14 there on a decent volume spike, but relatively strong for some of the cruise lines. Guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like, wow, Carnival Cruise is one that we usually are trading pretty heavily. It's if you have a stock that you make a bunch of money on and you have a stock that you're consistently profitable with, you got to stick with that read sometimes. Is that something that you'll do? Dale, obviously we like to trade things that are going to be in play, but do you have one or two names that you just kind of know going into the morning, this is going to be on my list until I see a change in the pattern of how it trades?
Yes, actually, all of us, we have our favorite stocks of the day, of the month. I mean, I can go by the week and month, but normally it's the stock that when you create a watch list based on your due diligence and then you study why and how some stocks are moving, and then you find a niche, and then after you're doing all of the homework, you find a stock, you somehow get got some sort of stick to that stock because you know that why and how they're moving, what are the levels and how they are moving. But yes, CCL is one of the stocks that since the pandemic I have been looking constantly. Every time that Sean says softly, I look at Microsoft, although I'm not trading Microsoft. And but NIO is one of the stocks that I look at every day. And today I was trying to take some positions on it, but it was not a plus setup. So I just ignored the position, although it went in my favor, but it was not a position to take.
Yeah, I think that's what you got to do that. This is what trading is all about. You got to stick with an edge. If you don't have an edge, you shouldn't be making a single trade. And if you got an edge on the stock, in terms of the patterns or the types of setups that work on it, you got to be all over it. Some of those pre-market setups in CCL have been absolutely fantastic. As you said, since the pandemic, I just want to go quickly back over to Sorrento. I know a few people are going to be watching this one. I did just mention I will take this one if I get the shorts in front of that 15. Got to get the locate, see how cheap it is, or if we can get them at all. We'll do that. But it's going to be an interesting break. It did. Like I saw the offer at 15, and I didn't see anything but dark pool prints above that price. So for me, it's going to be a 15 break, even though I see the high at 15.04. I didn't see any actual real bids above that price. So in my opinion, that actually held. 15 break is still going to be in play. That's where I'm going to be short in front of. I wouldn't let any short go past that price. You can see what happened to anybody that was short in Sorrento this morning. May they rest in peace.
Yeah, Tyler Caruso. What up, Tyler? Thank you so much for becoming a member with us today. Dell, obviously, I would hope that you're a member. Well, we'll have to double check on that one. But either way,
I am.
Okay, there we go. Thank you so much for that one. We'll hit the congratulations for that one on membership. Thank you so much for becoming one. Facebook downside right now. And coming up, I don't know the last time we hit this. I hope it wasn't while I was gone there, but coming up after the show right now, actually, best trading strategies for beginners, how to start day trading. And you mentioned that you were trading Forex before and now back into equities. What are some of the main differences if we do have, and again, it's just going to be your opinion, so we're not holding you to this or anything, but what do you prefer about Forex, and then maybe what do you prefer about equities? And have you decided to focus on one more than the other? I know our show, we only do equities other than the Money Talks, but is there a reason why maybe you prefer Forex, or maybe a reason why you prefer equity trading, Del?
Yes. Well, actually, I prefer equities because they are more human and they are more dynamic. They have more of understanding. This is my understanding. And to me, stocks, they have more emotions rather than just a number on the chart. Because in Forex market, there are governments and there are strategies on currencies behind the movement that happens normally. But in the stock market, individuals are the ones that are holding, and there is more effective retail traders on stock market. So it is more understandable and more, I don't want to say predictable, but they are more reliable, I can say. Levels are way more are way more effective in equities. That's what makes me more interested in equities than Forex market.
Yeah, I want to almost add to that. I mean, like, again, I'm not a Forex trader, but I think variability is another thing too. I think you'll find very many styles of both symbols that you can trade, small cap, penny stocks, big cap, breakouts. There's so many different things you can do in equities, and it's easier to maybe find a niche there. So I definitely want to second that. I want to get back over to, I do have locates on SRNE, and it is making a push back up to that 15. And I don't have a trade on a mover right now, but this could be the one, either on a break of that 15, but first I'm going to take a shot doing some scalping shorting in front of it. You get something in the 90s and 15 holds, maybe you get a push back down into these 70s. So I'm going to take my shot here. I'll start it around 90 even and maybe add to it in the 95 range with a 15 stop. And if it comes back into that 75, you'll take some profit, maybe hold on to some for a bigger move at this time of day. But if it puts in a lower high, at this point, the way I've seen Sorrento trade, you could have a home run on board. Brennan, what do you got?
Time of day, time of day, time of day. We always talk about when it gets to this time of day, you got to focus on things that are moving. Horizon Pharmaceuticals here, HZNP. Earnings 2 days ago. You can see on the daily chart there, big move up after earnings. So here we go again. We're just approaching that high, all-time highs for HZNP on a decent volume spike here above 77, guys.
HZNE. Okay, we'll definitely look at that. I did want to give a big shout out too. We just got 3 new members there. Welcome Mark, welcome Chris, and we already did Tyler. So 2 new ones, 3 new ones, adding everything up. So thank you again, guys, for continuing to support the channel. As we grow, so do our members. So thank you again for that, and thank you, Del, for coming on and talking everything that you are. Very interesting there. That's why, I mean, if you can wonder why you said that stocks trade with more emotion, that's probably why I prefer to trade equities, as emotion is part of it all, and you guys can see that with me anyways. So that's why I do like trading some of these names and also owning some stocks. Are you an investor in the market at all at these levels? And if not, doesn't matter. If so, great. If not, great as well. Do you think the stock market goes higher from here? Yes or no? So 2-part question. Are you a current investor in anything? And if you are, maybe what do you like for the long term? And then the second question is, do you think the market goes higher from here?
I think we are, first of all,
Just take it off.
No, I'm not an investor because I got cut off for a second, right?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. So as I said, that I don't have enough information to be an investor, and the minutiae of the research and understanding the stock, and then all the manipulation, the manipulation that happened in stock prevents me, and actually, to be honest, scares me for being an investor. That's true that that investment is different than day trading, but I prefer to stick to being a day trader, to be in and out for short term, swing the price during the day rather than to be a long term investor. And then, yes, I think the stock market is going higher, and all the crashes. This one was not a real crash, to my opinion.
Okay, good look there. Yeah,
But,
I mean, manipulation. Sorry, we're still getting. It's still a bit choppy there, Del. But
crashes have proven.
yeah, okay. Again, Del, I apologize, guys. We're gonna have to cut him off right now. We can't. Del, thank you so much. Just cut the mic for a minute, Del. Unfortunately, there's too much static and error in there, choppy very much so. But
and we got in all the way to 1150, and I think, look, obviously, we got a lot of what you said there, and I think for a lot of traders, certainly you have to separate those two worlds. And for those that if you're not investing just yet, or if you are, and try to find ways to do that separation, whether it's like I don't look at my investment account during the day, maybe that's going to be a good idea for some people. I've seen that be a tricky thing. I do need to update. We only have like 9 minutes left here, guys, and the only thing I'm trading is Sorrento in front of 15. And this is probably going to be something to watch all afternoon. Although I would say, Brendan, with the news of Candy reporting before market on Monday, definitely watch that. But Sorrento in front of 15, I took it at 89. Little scalp out in front of this first consolidation point at 75. I did get almost everything out so that I can reload again in front of 15, and then we'll take another shot, maybe just over and over again, rinse and repeat. Hanging on to like 25% of the position in case it ever does a bigger flush, but just taking profits because it's a rocket ship to the upside. And yes, I see all of you guys talking about OSTK, and I apologies for missing the super chat. Someone saying get on the short of OSTK. Nah, not gonna do it. We love the super chats and I appreciate them. But not going to jump in front of a moving train just because you guys give us a few dollars. It's fun. We have a lot of fun with this. There was a level on SRNE in Sorrento. There was a turnaround. There was a reason to jump into that short for me. I haven't really seen one yet in OSDK, and you've been basically getting crushed in overstock if you try to have this one as I knock over my mouse there. Look, this is obviously a freight train running through, and if you go to the 3, it was a monster break, and I do regret not having this pullback trade early in the morning here. When you look at the higher time frame, sometimes you can identify fantastic pullback trades when you've missed the breakout. So you come in and you miss this break here at 98 or so, or maybe the break at 95, and you're asking yourself, where do I get in? Just jump to the previous top here at 98 and look where it turns right around. I mean, all of a sudden, you're looking at a 10% move. Trades we've had before. We've had trades like that in Zoom. We've had trades like that in Boeing. Should have had it over here, but I'm not going to be shorting this one. I'll take my shot over in Sorrento, which is doing far more volume. It's far more liquid. It has a level that I like much more at this time of day, guys. So I'm not going to force the trade just because the stock is moving around.
Okay, and I think we do have a brand new winner now for the best stock to buy. So we'll give a chicken dinner winner for this one. The best stock from the March lows. So here we go. I was giving the best stock. Like, this must have reverse split, I guess, because Overstock was not $3 going up to 110 there. That would be absolutely ridiculous. But I mean, maybe that's what happened. I don't think so. We'll find out more about Overstock. But this was $3 down here. Probably went 10 to 1, 20 to 1 or so. But a big bump up here. Our charts don't normally show a split, which is why it looks like it didn't split on our charts. But we'll wait to see if Brendan has anything on that. But Overstock, that can't be true, man. This was not $3 up to 110. But we'll wait to see on Overstock. If any of you guys know that on the chat before Brendan gets it, then put it. But OPGN, we keep seeing about that one, $3.84. We did get, wow, good look on OPGN today. I don't know why I don't trade. Like today, I didn't trade any small cap stocks. Facebook, Microsoft, Rocket, and Uber, all winners. So we'll floss that one off today, Del, but we definitely miss OPGN, that is for sure. But it is 11:53 right now. And it is about that time, so let's get the fruit salad out, Del. If you have your fruit salad ready and waiting to go, I'm not even going to ask you your favorite one because I'm pretty sure it's mango. Interrupt me if it is not. But here's my fruit salad today. You know what? Blueberries are in season around here. Oh, cheers. Salud, my friend. Looks like yours is probably a little more fresh, but we got a lot in there. Let's show yours again. Put yours on the screen there, Del.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, mango, melon, and a little bit of guava.
Yeah, guava.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
Bomba, and a little bit of
Oh wow,
You're
good one.
killing me with fresh guava. I mean, that is absolutely delicious. If you've anybody that's never had guava juice, then make sure you get it in the Caribbean. It's just absolutely delicious drink and great fruit to have there. So I love to see you participating there, Del. Look, it's only a few minutes left here from Brandon. Doesn't see a split on OSTK there. It is a crazy move to the upside. I'm actually a little bit surprised at that as well. But I'm still holding only 20% of SRNE. I just got another leg out here in the mid 70s. So again, it's just scalping 20 cents off of this one in front of a 15 area. You're risking half that to see if you can make a bigger move. If it does take out, like 1460, this sort of secondary push price, I think maybe we can get something in the 1440 range and catch a 40 to 50 cent winner here. It's starting to really roll over. I like this setup a lot better for some of these other high flyers and shorting into them. So a nice one here in SRN. Want to make sure we got that one to you. The second I saw that one on that 15 level and some of you guys were shouting out about it, it was such an obvious trade, but had to get those locates first. Thankfully, we're all over it.
Like Brendan, really? Like Brendan messaging us. I cannot believe this.
I'm a little surprised.
And I get excited when I see stuff like this because overstock. There's
Whoa! I'll take that.
What? Go ahead. What was it?
Sorry, no. Just whoa. Okay, whatever. If you want to do that, Sorrento, I'm not going to complain. It broke that 60, and in one candle, this is real. It just went down to 25. I just punched out at I don't even know it 40. What did I get here? 37s? I got 37s on the way out, so 89 short. Look, out of nowhere, I was scalping most of this off. I only had about 20% left here. And look, we're going to get it out. I see a flush like this at lunchtime, taking profit every time. And this is why always have to have a level 2 up, always have to have the hands on the keys. When we do the side shot, you'll see, Sean and I are basically like this. I got my hands on my F keys here because those are my hot keys to get in and out. And unless I'm literally doing something else, you got to make sure you're locked and loaded, ready to go. Take advantage of a move like that when you see it. But thank you very much for you guys pointing out Sorrento. It was a great level at 15. Obvious to see. Got the locates very, very quickly and cheaply for us at Day Trade the World. Nice win, but time to get to Brennan. Another busy earnings board. Wow.
Yeah, pretty rare, guys, for a Friday, especially. Not a lot of earnings typically aftermarket on Friday or before the open on Monday, but not the case this week. Let's throw it up there. Yeah, that's crazy on Overstock. As far as Refinitiv is concerned, there has been 0 splits on Overstock. Overstock is not on this board, guys. They've already reported, but a lot of exciting names there. I think Workhorse right in the middle there as well. We mentioned also Candy on there in the EV space.
I'm going to give a big shout out. I'm going to find something that we haven't hit in a while. I keep saying I'm going to clean this up. I just get too busy in the afternoon. Where the heck is Valeria Batman? There she is right there. Welcome back, Valeria, today. There it is, Valeria Batman going on there. She puts these together, so a big shout out to Valeria for some of the work that she's been doing, obviously. Look, Workhorse is there.
Boy.
Royal Caribbean is there. This looks like a lot. That's not Zoom Media. That's Zoom Info. Obviously, that's not ZM. That's ZMI,
Which,
I think.
oddly enough, has moved around when real
Candy.
Zoom has earnings. And Candy's a big one there. We've talked about that a couple of times. So anyone trading that in the afternoon, watch out for the moves on Candy. You mentioned Canopy there, so maybe a little bit of play when it comes to the cannabis space. There it is. I didn't hit it. Did you hit that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I hit it. I'm here, don't worry. Yeah, so Canopy right there. We did talk about that. That's obviously a cannabis play. So Weed Batman will be in the building come Monday. So Canopy, a good one there. Del, before we let you go, any last words for our wonderful trader family?
Yes, I wanted to say this, that first of all, if you are not a member, guys, become a member. Every day I get shout out, I get to Sean, and I get attention from just being as the fact that I'm a member. And the guys see, of course, they answer to other people too, but you will be shine out first. Second would be, if anytime any of you want to come to this beautiful island to just relax, chill, I suggest the hotels down here, Hotel Manzana in the city, and Cayo Guillermo Resort. They are in the Keys, on top of the country, beautiful places. You need to experience that and enjoy this Caribbean island. And be safe and manage risk, as I can say.
I love all of that, Dylan. I'm gonna co-sign that as I got West Indian blood here, and anybody, that's one of the best places in the world to take a vacation. If you just want to relax, get on that beach, and look, you can also trade too, Del. Doing fantastic over there. It's been a great one. The market's coming to the downside. SRNE is continuing to flush here, so looks like we're gonna have some serious opportunities in the afternoon, especially candy. If I'd held it, I'd get the same price as I got right there. But we got something to get to, and I'm on board with this day. We can have a few of those with the day we had today. Let's go to Valeria.
Hi Del, happy to see you join us again. I wish you a great trading day, and hopefully you will join us one more time live. And guys, you can join us also. You can send your request to marketing@tradertv.live. Well, it was a great week together again. Welcome all the new members. Thank you for subscribing and share your love with us. We love you, trading family, and all what we do it for you. Guys, before you leave to watch our next educational video about best strategies for beginners, please like this video and make us happier. Well, today we're celebrating the first Friday of August and International Beer Day. Del, do you like beer?
Of course, I'm a big fan of beer. Empty though.
Okay, hello? Yep. Okay, yep. Good. Okay, yep, book it. Okay, yep. We're coming to Cuba there, Del, so we just got off the phone with my wife, so we're coming. Yeah, it's booked up. I'll hit you up there on Twitter for that. Yeah, we'll join you. No problem there in Cuba. But yeah, yesterday was what, IPA day?
I was just going to say, was it yesterday?
It is a beer week. We had 2 days ago.
Valeria, what are you trying to do to us like here? It's all about alcohol and whatnot, Valeria. I see you over there trying to get us a little bit excited there about that. But Del, the flight is booked. I'm not even sure what city, but we're coming, and I'll see you there. I've been to Havana numerous times, in St. Lucia and somewhere else as well, but we'll see you hopefully very soon. And big thanks for the shout outs and everything and the kind words today. Del, once again, one of our great members on the show.
Yeah, we absolutely love it. And look out for your, of course, got to say it, Louis Daniels watch when we do get it in the mail, the Down to Cuba. It's been an absolute blast of a weekend, or a last trading day before the weekend. I'll be enjoying probably some Innocent Gun. That's basically the only beer I drink lately these days, but we'll do that over the weekend. It's been a fun one here. Shout out to the entire family. We appreciate all of the members that have joined today. I saw people joining at like 7:50 in the morning, and we really appreciate all the love that we get from you guys. It's going to be a fun one. Got to go down the line as we do always here, Valeria. Back after one day in absence, we missed you very much. When I gave you the heart, there's the heart from Valeria. You want to see it from her, not me. Trust me. Sean doing a fantastic job as always. Of course, we do have. I didn't see anything with the Hydration Nation. Of course, we did get the fruit salad, but gotta stick with the hydration if you can get it in. I try to drink mine. Brendan giving us all of the news very promptly, as he likes to do.
One more thing, guys. Fastly, another angle to the negativity surrounding Chinese-related stocks. FSLY 10% to the downside today, guys.
Usually like
earnings
Fastly,
yesterday, Fastly.
Yeah, of course, you saw that one under pressure, like 20% to the downside, Fastly. As always, I'm Neil Roberts. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Trader TV Live. We'll see you next week. Thanks, Del.